Okay. I think we're good. Let me just finish up here. Get my update for the Discord. Let's see. Um, let's see. Let's see. All right. I am almost... Actually, I am done. There we go. All right. Well, now that both of those are up and doing stuff that they're supposed to be doing, I believe we're all good for now. Do I want to put music on? Put the jazz again, the jazzy jazz. I mean, it might be nice. It might be nice. Let's do... let's do... I'll put that over here. Where is my special funky lab sounds? 'Cause I had those. Ooh, that's very loud. Okay. I'll have to turn that down. Why is that so loud? Hold on, let me fix some stuff around. Oh my lord. Why is that so terribly loud? Oh well. That's fine. We'll keep it there for the moment. But welcome to Wilson's Wildlife Solutions, where all critters are welcome. I guess everyone here can be considered a critter. Y'all can be critters if you want. Or if you're fans of Critical Role, then you're already critters. But you can be the Wilson's critters if you want, if you really want to. If you are unfamiliar with Wilson's Wildlife Solutions, it is a canon hub, a canon story hub that is an offshoot of the SCP Foundation website, which, you know, is known for such things as Siren Head and, I don't know, weird things. Weird stories and case files that have to do with the strange, the unexplainable, and everything that kind of goes under the category of things that need to be secured, contained, and protected for research in science and the possibility of, you know, preventing end-of-world scenarios. It's all fictional. There isn't anything that I know of here that's real. Everything is fabricated. They're basically little stories, short stories, that are presented in the form of case files that have been filed away on a database for a fictional organization called the SCP Foundation, that stands for Secure, Contain, and Protect. And attached to the SCP Foundation, I almost said SPC, and I'm like, no, that's different. The SCP Foundation, attached to their website, they have things called tales. And tales and libraries and universes, so they're in the universe. The SCP fictional universe consists of things called canons, which are canon timelines that link back into reasonings for why these case files have been documented, filed, and, organized on this database. These canons are all fan-made. Literally everything, just about, on this website is fan-made. And as you can see from the table of contents, there are quite... it's an extensive universe. And everything on here kind of tells a different story in this universe. And they have little descriptions for each of them in case you want to read up on what the different stories are. But we are currently involved and really deep into a sub-story in the canon called What a Wonderful World, which is the last one that's on the list. And it is about a universe in which things seem happy and things seem perfect and things seem well put together. Hello. Hello, I'm doing a recap. Oh, you are muted. Oh no. Oh no, you're good.
I forgot to change my settings, so if I didn't, there was gonna be a bunch of echo because you were gonna hear yourself.
Oh,
so
that again.
Shit.
Oh, that
yeah,
again.
Well, no, it was gonna go through one of my other speakers, and my mic was gonna pick it up. It wasn't a technical difficulty within the system. It was really just you were going to pick up over my fucking.
Whoops.
Over my fucking microphone from my speakers on my other monitor. So I had to mute myself really quick because I was like, oh shit.
Ruh-roh. I'm just talking about. I'm going over the how we managed to find Wilson.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just saying because it's like the SCP website as a whole is a thing, and then they have the Canon Hub, and then within the Canon Hub it's What a Wonderful World, and within that it's the story. What was it? Stories.
Well, that wasn't how we found Wilson.
No, I'm just showing where it is.
Oh God.
And it's the Stories My Dad Told Me series. And in there, it automatically takes you to Wilson's because it's a story that's about the characters of Wilson's Wildlife Solutions, which is where we are. So, Wilson's, for people who are unfamiliar, is a wildlife kind of rescue center. Would you say it's a rescue center? I think it's a rescue center.
Yeah.
That
it's where things go to maintain normalcy. What it is.
Yeah. So, in conjunction with the I keep trying to say SPC and realize that's wrong.
Shark
punching center. No.
Not quite.
Similar, not exactly.
Not quite.
Not exactly.
We did run into them with Bartholomew. We did run into them again.
That is true.
Which was totally unexpected. We were not ready for that.
Hilarious. So basically the SCP Foundation and Wilson's kind of have this connection where it's Wilson's kind of takes in and fosters SCPs that are animal based.
Well, they don't necessarily foster, they're like an adoption agency that fosters out to people.
Although some of them they don't foster out just because they're extremely dangerous.
Yeah, we don't talk about it. Or they've tried to foster and find a home for them, but can't. I don't know, the whole ass man that's the raccoon.
Oh yeah, like that and Bakugo, which you wouldn't want to put a Baku who eats dreams in a place where they could just readily access dreams and put people to sleep, which is not great.
Well, I still love that portion of it because they would bring kids for sleepovers, and then at a certain point they were like, we can't do this anymore because they just kept knocking people out.
Yeah, they just kept at least 3 sites down, 3 enclosures down. They're just knocking out the people trying to work.
They're trying to do their jobs.
Oh my god.
It's just like bedtime. I'm hungry.
Yeah, right.
Fucking
but
Bandit.
we're slowly
Fucking
going
Bandit's
through.
a whole ass man.
Right, Bandit's a whole ass man. We're currently going through the critter profiles, which are all of the animals that are currently and or have been in the past been fostered and housed at Wilson's Wildlife Solutions. And I believe
That's Bartholomew. That was the last one we did because we couldn't handle the information that we received.
I mean, no, I think we did.
Did we do Caddy?
We did up to.
Oh no, we did because we did Chell.
Yeah, we did up to Chuck because we talked about Chuck a little bit last time.
Who the fuck was Chuck?
Chuck?
Who the fuck was Chuck? Oh,
yeah,
was Chuck
this motherfucker.
Oh, so I don't think we read it. I think we just talked about it.
We talked about it.
We talked about it independently outside of stream.
Yeah, because we were just so invested in how wild Chuck's story was. See, like if you hover over the picture, what a worthless idiot. Like
I love Chuck. I love Chuck so much.
Chuck is so good. But we do have a bunch of this other random stuff. And why is my chat box all the way on the ground?
I don't know. I don't know the ground.
Why is it on the ground?
I don't know.
What the hell? Get up here. Get off the ground, you weirdo. Get up where you're supposed to be. I just saw like a line at the bottom of the screen. I was like, why are you down there? Get up here.
Get off the ground. Stop sleeping. God.
Yeah, you have a job to do.
You're supposed to be working right now. God.
You have a job to do. Also, we have to move that a little bit.
Help, I'm fallen.
Help, I've McFallen. That's my favorite thing. I've just McFallen, and the lady's like on the floor at the McDonald's. Help, I've McFallen. Okay, I think we're on, was it Clara? That's the next one after Chuck.
Did we read Chuck? I don't think we read Chuck.
Not on stream. Do we want to read Chuck on stream?
We need to read Chuck on stream. Like, I'm sorry, but we need to.
Okay,
we can't talk about teas like this fucking hippo and then not read it, Jason. Come on.
Nah, all right. I kind of want to read Chuck because I love how angry the guy gets. I love how angry the guy gets about Chuck. I feel like we read Chuck though. I straight up think we read Chuck though.
I don't think we did on stream. I really genuinely don't think I did.
Rachel's in chat. Rachel, I feel like you were there for Chuck. Were you there for Chuck?
I'm pretty sure you read it on your own. I don't know if you read it on stream.
I feel like I read it. Oh, I started it, but the internet cut out. Of course it did.
That's what it was.
Of course it did. Okay, so I guess we'll reread Chuck because
we gotta read Chuck.
So good. So if you hover over Chuck, it literally says "What a worthless idiot," and it's my favorite thing. What a worthless idiot.
Best thing.
So, name Chuck. Species just hippopotamus amphibious, so just hippopotamus, I guess. Primary caretaker, aquatics team, Elliot Ackerman. Can't anyone else take him off my hands? Diet, fruits and vegetables. He can't digest anything else because his digestive system hasn't evolved to that point yet. What's the point of having such big teeth if you can't eat some meat? Housed in Wilson's Aquatic Center Enclosure 2. You're already laughing.
I love Chuck. Because I know, and I love Chuck.
Here we go. Creature features. Chuck is the name of this fucking hippo we found ourselves saddled with. No one at the center is really fond of Chuck, probably because he doesn't know how to do anything properly, not even swim. The useless lump just sinks straight to the bottom of his pool and walks around. He's buoyant, but only because he is so fat despite eating a diet of only fruits and vegetables. He also sweats this gross blood orange color substance that makes him look a funny color. From what we understand, all hippos do this, but there's something about the way Chuck does it that seems inferior. He really seems like the kind of guy who could fail a DNA test. No one at the center can really figure out what's wrong or what's weird or magical about Chuck. But then again, no one really wants to be around him for too long because he's such a pillock. Despite the fact that Chuck is utterly worthless and a bloated buffoon, the supervisors insist we keep him. When asked, one of the castaways said that they thought Chuck was a ninny hammer too. Why am I even writing a critter profile for such a waste of words? Don't know.
Okay.
Don't know.
Fucking Chuck.
Poor Chuck. He hasn't
Look
done
at
anything.
that fat fuck.
God. Okay, look at that fat fuck. It says so right there.
Look at him.
Look at him. Okay. We first got a hold of Chuck after receiving word from 2 fishermen down in Tickle Creek who had seen the ugliest thing that they have ever seen floating around in the water.
I didn't realize this creek was called Tickle Creek. What
Tickle
fucking
Creek.
kind
Yeah,
of name
Tickle
is
Creek.
that?
I have
What
no idea.
kind of fucking name is that?
I didn't name it, they did.
Well, I'm judging the name.
I'm also judging the name. We sent a few of our guys to investigate, and after seeing him, confirmed that Chuck was indeed the ugliest thing they've ever seen. All individuals present also agreed that his swimming technique was lacking, and that he appeared oafish, just lounging around. Because the crew we sent to check out the report was taking so long to come back or report in, Mr. Wilson himself went down to Tickle Creek to see for himself. Not even Mr. Wilson was able to keep himself from criticizing Chuck. They stayed there for about an hour, watching Chuck pathetically try to swim around until I got a call from Fayoin that sent them right into gear. That lady is all business, I tell ya. Anyway, that's how we got stuck with Chuck. Special needs and accommodations. Because Chuck is amphibious, despite being such a lousy swimmer, he has to take up one of our aquatic enclosures, which could be saved for literally anything else. But because he is not happy with merely swimming, we also had to make him a partial land enclosure for him to do his stupid business in. Did you know hippos won't poop in the water? No. Instead, they go on land and swing their tails around as they shit, throwing it everywhere. It's true. Look it up. Chuck is a glutton, and he eats about 88 pounds of fruits and vegetables a day. We all feel as if 88 is a little excessive, and perhaps he could afford to go on a diet, but it turns out that's roughly about 1% of his total body weight. That means reducing what we already give him would result in malnutrition, but how can he still be so fat? What a mumpsimus. Notes about Chuck. There's nothing interesting to say about Chuck. Nothing at all.
Chuck's critter profile.
It's so good.
God.
So an email
Dude,
sent by...
angry.
He's so angry. Sent by Faywin Wilson to Elliot Ackerman. Elliot, I just read Chuck's critter profile.
Wait, sorry. This email was sent on my birthday.
Hey, happy birthday! Faywin's gonna call out Elliot on your birthday.
It was literally on my birthday.
Oh, what was that word? Mumpsimus?
No, look it up.
Just look it up. I don't know.
It's probably nothing, but I'll see.
Probably fine. Elliot, I just read Chuck's critter profile. What the hell has gotten over you? This is highly unprofessional and inappropriate. I expect you to rewrite this critter profile appropriately within the next coming days. So by Elliot.
It's a real word.
I bet it is.
A traditional custom or notion adhered to, although shown to be unreasonable.
Oh my
A person who obstinately adheres to unreasonable customs or notions. So he literally is just like, this is unreasonable that if we reduce this amount that he'll starve. How fucking dare he?
How fucking dare he?
Dare he?
Oh my god.
Sorry.
What is this? Hold on.
I'm just laughing about the fact that these emails are sent on my birthday.
That's really good though.
I didn't even notice that till just now. Incredible. Oh, fuck.
So, then
Sorry.
we have another email sent by Elliot to Fayoin. Fayoin, oh, look at you, getting on my case for being too negative. That's pretty hypocritical of you, Faye. Then she sent one back. Elliot, are you at the hippo right now? Fayoin, I am. Why are you... Oh.
That's where it ends. That's it.
That's it. So it's implied that that Chuck is the reason why people are getting so angry. That it's like being near him makes people upset.
Chuck did nothing wrong. Chuck literally did absolutely nothing wrong. But
No, he's
being
just
around him
He's just
makes you
existing.
viscerally angry
It's so funny.
about the fact that he's existing.
It's so funny. Also,
It's one of my favorite fucking parts.
It's so good. It's so good.
It's so funny, dude.
I love him. I love Chuck so much. He's so good.
He doesn't deserve the abuse he gets.
Also,
He's done
thank
nothing
you.
wrong.
Also, wait, hold on. The person who wrote Clara, I just highlighted over their picture, their profile picture, and
Wait,
it's like,
really?
yeah, it's
What
It's
the
a
fuck?
it's a gorilla with a pug's head photoshopped onto it.
Wait, Brian! Oh my god, it is!
That's so good. I
Oh, you
was
can
gonna
open
say,
the...
oh my god, that's really good.
Oh, that's so good!
I'm sorry. That's so fucking funny.
So good!
I love it. Oh man.
Ooh, fuck.
Okay,
Oh,
Clara.
shit.
What's on Clara's?
Oh, shit.
Oh wait, let me make my screen slightly smaller.
Oh, you could fit.
Yeah, I mean it was really big, and I couldn't press the back arrow, which was a problem.
Oh, shit.
Aw, Clara. Clara and her babies.
Fuck. They're very good.
Do you want to read Clara?
I can read Clara. So, Clara is a capybara. Her primary caretaker is a terrestrial team. It's primarily Alice Gentle. I haven't read anything all day, so
It's okay. We all
gonna
have
be
to
fun.
relearn English. It's fine.
I barely talked today, and I barely read anything, so this is gonna be fun.
It's okay. We used all of our brain cells last night. It's
I didn't really even use that many brain cells. I was just kind of vibing last night.
you were, I think we were all just just vibing.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
you
probably-
had a lot more happening last night.
I was gonna say it's probably because you spent a majority of the stream smelling your soap bar.
Listen, it smells so good. Mm. Don't
Like
judge
every
me.
now and again, I would just look over and you would just have your nose pressed to the soap bar. I was
Fuck you, Jason. I'm sorry I enjoy the present that Casper got me. Fuck
hey,
me,
I didn't
guess.
I didn't say it was a bad thing. I never said it was a bad thing. Never said.
Anyways,
Anywho.
Clara's diet is leaves and occasionally a tiny piece of fruit as a treat. She's housed in the small animal section cage 78, but now she is in Wilson's Wildlife Center enclosure 35. So she belonged, I guess, to a standard zoo for a while?
Okay. All right.
So, creature features. Capybaras tend to be known for being quite the social critters, but our Clara is no ordinary cavy. She tends to lean more on the reclusive side, perfectly happy being left with her pups on her own devices. In fact, she starts showing signs of anxiety when people linger too long in her proximity. We don't think her experiences with people have been too good in the past, but I'm sure the size difference is a factor as well. You see, Clara is a very fun size for a capybara. Is she tiny? Ah!
Oh.
She's barely bigger than my fist. Her pups, all of who seem to be asexually produced clones of herself, are merely the size of a thumb.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, they don't grow any bigger than that, as they always die just a few weeks after birth from complications that we can't figure out the reason for. A few days afterwards, Clara has already popped out a whole new litter. At this point, the poor thing seems to be in a constant state of mourning, not really bothering to care for the most recent batch. Oh no!
Oh lord.
Oh no, Clara!
Clara, no.
You'd think that giving birth that frequently would be highly unhealthy, but Clara's condition seems to have a regenerative aspect as well. Any damage inflicted on her repairs almost immediately, and she doesn't seem to age. We're looking into ways of helping her, but we're a bit over our heads, I'm afraid. Clara's history. We got a call from a few towns over that there were animal cries and a foul smell coming from an abandoned, secluded stable. The locals suspected it to be the site of an illegal fur farm. So, of course, we sent a team to investigate. We found Clara was sitting... What we found was Clara sitting and barking in the center of some sort of twisted DIY lab, covered in the corpses of her children.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus. There were hundreds of vials of her blood in the cabinets, but pretty much everything else had been either destroyed or taken by whatever sick bastard was responsible. They were nowhere to be found either. I promptly removed Clara from there and brought her to her new home here. It took me a lot of long, arduous hours to gain her trust to convince her that I'm not going to hurt her, but goddamn if it wasn't worth it. She tolerates me enough to let me feed her and clean her cage now, but only me. Others so freak her out. We unfortunately still have no idea what was being done to her or why back there. Maybe we'd know how to reverse it if we did.
But poor baby.
I know!
Poor
Special
baby.
needs and accommodations. Clara is housed in a large glass cage with plenty of space to roam and a little pond to splash in. She also has some rocks to lie on, as well as a little hidey hole that she can sneak in whenever she doesn't want to be seen. The pond has been equipped with a filter to make sure that the water stays clean, and we feed her and her kids daily with yummy leaves and vitamin C, as capybaras are not able to produce that naturally. Occasionally, she gets a tiny piece of fruit or a berry as a treat as well. She's especially fond of peaches and strawberries. Me too, Clara. Unfortunately, part of her upkeep is also collecting her deceased pups every once in a while. We use them to feed some of our insects. It makes me highly uncomfortable, but the alternative is just throwing the poor things in the trash. Jesus.
God.
Jesus.
All right.
Jesus. Fucking, I mean, I get it. I understand, but like, fuck.
I do, but yikes.
So, notes about Clara. So, January 7th, 2021, so this happened this year. In our most recent briefing with the supervisors, which are SCP people that they interact with, Wilson's interacts with, they seem to take special interest in Clara and her condition. They asked us to give them the address for the stable where we found her in, so that they could send their own team to investigate. Whenever the supervisors get involved, things tend to start happening. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that they'll know how to help her. January 10th, 2021, a member of the supervisor's own research team contacted me today. They said they found some documents in a previously unnoticed secret cabinet in the floor. They were kind enough to share them with me. From what I gather, whoever made Clara the way she is tried to profit off on the so-called Kurloff cells that capybaras and some other members of the Cavidae family produce in their bodies. They're a special kind of killer cell that attacks pathogens and damaged cells. Apparently, they were trying to use some weird magics to spike the Kurloff cells in Clara to make them even more potent, which explains her regenerative abilities. To increase the amount of produced cells, they made Clara reproduce asexually so that she would be pregnant often, because that's when capybaras make more cells to protect the embryos. And then, if that wasn't enough for poor Clara, they made her tiny so she and her litters would be more manageable in terms of upkeep and housing, as well as waste disposal, as they called it. Jesus!
Holy shit.
Poor Clara!
What is... Why do we jump from, like, fucking Chuck to this?
Just this fucking hippo, goddamn, to this poor creature.
Wow, it really goes 0 to 60.
0 to 100, honestly. Fuck.
Fair. Very fair.
It seems that the end goal was to make her blood usable as a transplant for humans as some sort of cure-all medicine. But something caused the crazy scientists to abandon their experiment and flee. The most important part of my discussion with the supervisor, however, was that they think that they might be able to help her. They wouldn't share the details with me, but they want to come over in a few days to see if they can. January 13th, 2021, the researcher came to see Clara today. To my surprise, they wanted to do their procedure immediately. Desperate to help my baby, I agreed. Clara had to be sedated, but she has a terrible fear of needles for obvious reasons, so she made the process very difficult and heartbreaking by freaking out. She was barking and squealing, trying to run away in her enclosure. Even worse, we underestimated the amount of medicine required because we didn't accurately take her hardy nature into account, so we had to do the whole thing twice.
Oh,
Eventually we were able to get a hold of her and sedate her, but I swear that just before going under, she looked at me with eyes of utter betrayal. I don't know if she'll ever trust me again. Jesus!
Oh, no. Wow!
Jesus! Baby! Oh no! The researcher started performing a surgery on Clara, but it wasn't exactly standard procedure. They used some sort of device to temporarily prevent Clara from regenerating so they could actually cut into her. They then proceeded to remove her uterus and ovaries. Then they apparently used her torturer's own methods to somehow prevent the overachieving cells from rebuilding them after her abilities return. To top it off, they used something called transmutation to make her big again. She's still in recovery, still unconscious. We're keeping a close eye on her because the researcher said that it will remain to be seen if her anomaly will try to resist the bind, whatever that means. I hope this works.
So they used magic on her?
It looks like, yeah, they use like devices, the same things that the torturers used, and also magic.
Okay.
It looks like.
All
Interesting.
Right.
So, January 14th, 2021, she's woken up and her health seems to be fine. She still heals super fast, but she's not giving birth anymore. She seems very confused and kind of anxious about waking up in a strange place and regaining her size, and is having some balance issues, but the researcher assures me that that should pass quickly. Meanwhile, we've cleared up a brand new, big and fancy enclosure for her to move in. I am incredibly overjoyed to see the procedure worked. She tried to run away from me when I went to visit her, though. So, a month later in February, on the 14th, a month has now passed from Clara's surgery, and she's been adjusting to her new habitat well. She's taking advantage of all the new space, running around, lounging in the grass, and swimming to her heart's content. She seems like she's gotten used to not spawning babies all the time anymore as well. It took twice as much effort as last time, but I think I finally managed to win some of her trust back. Today, when I went to sit in her enclosure, she actually walked up and then promptly fell asleep next to me. Oh, I also took an adorable picture of her splashing around. It's embedded below.
Oh my god.
A much happier Clara.
Oh, baby. Oh, look at her.
I'm glad she's okay.
That was wild from start to
that
finish.
That was sad but happy ending.
But we also got a cute little picture.
Well.
Look at her.
Yeah, we got adorable. 2 cute pictures.
Oh, she's so precious. Look at her.
She's so good.
I'm glad that nothing super terrible. Like, well, I mean, I am curious about what group it was that got a hold of her.
Yeah.
Huh. All right.
It doesn't have any tags or anything, it looks like.
Yeah, I looked because I was hoping that somebody might have, but no.
Yeah. It was just Wilson's.
Oh, God. What is
I mean, hey, the more SCPs you read, you might run into Davy Bones. Davy Bones!
Oh, no, Davy Bones.
Is it a fish?
Kind of?
Fuck. A fang-tooth and a dinosaur?
Maybe.
Diet. I don't understand. Well, hold on. I'm gonna look up at what this second one is.
Dunkelostare. What was it? Dunkelostare?
I think it's a dinosaur.
I think it's a dinosaur.
Oh, it's an extinct. It is an extinct genus of a large armored jawed fish that existed during the late. It's like over almost 4 million years ago. 400 million years ago. 400 million.
Okay, so it's a mixture
They were amongst some of the largest like fish species to have lived.
Jesus. And what was it, the common fangtooth? That's the other one?
Yeah, it's a type of fish, I think. I think it's just a type of fish. Let me see. I'll look it up. I'll Google it for you.
Okie dokie. Oh, so I gotta...
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, that's terrifying.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
It's like a type of deep sea fish. It's like a deep sea fish.
Oh, Lord.
That's terrifying.
Oh, so
it's usually found in well over 16,000 feet of water. Like, down deep. They're huge. They tend to migrate to the surface at night to catch crustaceans and other fish. They're terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it. By the way, you went, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God. So,
They're terrifying looking. I hate them.
Yikes.
Yikes.
Big fish SCP boy go
Dinosaur
glub. Thank you, Olivia. Thank you for that, Olivia. Okay, so... yeah, big fish.
I love the diet.
It's so good. So name, Davy Bones. Species, common fangtooth, and D.
It's a great
Torelli.
name. It's a great name.
It's really
good.
It's
a fantastic name for this fish.
Primary caretaker, aquatic seam, Elizabeth Crane. Diet, carbon dioxide and some sunlight. Housed at Wilson's Wildlife Center, Enclosure 59. At first, you may ask yourself, Bessie Crane, why do we have a decomposing skeleton in our fish tank? But look a little closer, cause this here's one of our little critters. Davy Bones, as we have lovingly named him, is unlike your normal fish. He's the skeleton of a fish. Alright. This little fella's... What? Skeleton of a fish, yes. Oh, Lord. This little fella's been lurking in the dark depths of the ocean for a very long time, because the guy's got a striking resemblance to the extinct Dunkelosteus. But upon further research, he also has the size and fangs of the common fangtooth. We're unsure of how this happened, but we suspect that our special boy went through evolution a long time ago and branched off from his dunkel parents.
You can't edit text boxes and not expect people to break. Fuck. They know what they did when they wrote this one. They know what they did.
Oh, they were very aware. We also think that he may be very, very, very old ancestor. He may be a very, very, very old ancestor of the fangtooth, carrying some of their most noticeable traits. The fangs, another name for teeth. Now, who do you think came up with that smart one? This is exciting because that may mean there are more specimens like him.
Passive aggressive this is. Oh boy.
Uh-oh. Who is burning things in your household?
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, Chelsea's gonna put out the fire, and I will hang out. So, he's part dinosaur and part regular fish? Is that what I'm picking up here? Is that what this is saying? I also really like the fangs, another name for teeth. Now, who do you think came up with that smart one? I don't know. That's not my job. I don't come up with the names. So... Oh, Chelsea's back. Hello.
I have returned. Sorry, our smoke alarm is incredibly sensitive, which is really great most of the time. But if we try to cook anything that's going to smoke at all, like steak, if we try to cook steak, it's impossible.
Oh, it's done.
It's fucking impossible.
Yeah.
Our smoke alarm is so fucking sensitive,
Oh,
which
I'm
is
so
great,
sorry.
but also terrible.
Oh, yeah. At the same time. But what is
She's just
spectacular?
trying to cook dinner.
That's fair. But what is spectacular about Davy Bones is that Davy isn't the skeleton, but the algae controlling the skeleton.
Excuse me?
It seems that Davy has a single muscle attached to his ribs and on its black infestious algae, which connects
And
to all...
on it is a black infectious algae.
Oh, it is. Okay, and on it is a black infestious algae which connects to his spine. Basically, it's the powerhouse of really big cells. That's a science joke for all our brainiacs out there.
I'm gonna fucking lose my shit.
Oh, God. Betsy Crane, I'm gonna punch you.
I'm gonna punch you in the face.
Punch you, Betsy. Davy wouldn't stay still after the first picture, so our lovely researcher, Taisha, drew him. She said she couldn't get his stomach algae right, so she left it out altogether.
Oh, I want to see the algae.
Yeah, why'd you leave it
That's
out?
the creature.
Okay.
Disappointing.
Yeah, I'm upset. We were exploring the area near the Mariana Trench in the Pacific when we first spotted Davy, lazily floating up to us in our little submarine. Unfortunately, not yellow. But
I'm gonna
punch Betsy so hard
punch
in
somebody.
the throat. Goddamn.
I swear to God.
By that time, we were about 3,500 meters deep, and it was starting to get dark. Davy shocked us at first with his sudden greeting and appearance, but as we calmed down, he seemed to want us to follow him. Goes to show that our boy is very intelligent. We went deeper and deeper until we found what seemed to be the bottom. You should have seen our faces when we saw a whole variety of fish skeletons.
Excuse me?
I guess they're a whole thing. I guess. Whales, sharks, eels, you name it. All shapes and sizes being slowly traveled onto by a little underwater fungi, which we later learned was the algae. I think I even saw a human skull and big bone buildings going even deeper down, but I must have been so happy about Davy Bones' discovery that the dark could have been playing tricks with my eyes. The dark can fool you like that. I mean, a bone kingdom? Get real.
Sorry, but an algae that controls creatures to move like actual living creatures, bones, sure, that I accept.
But Bone Kingdom? I don't know.
No. That's so far-fetched. That could never happen.
No, it could
never.
never.
In front of my salad?
A Bone Kingdom in front of my salad?
More likely than you think.
Uh-huh. God, as we went back up, I looked back at Davy Bones, and he was just following us. He followed us all the way back up to the shallows, practically hitting the submarine, trying to get it to open. How charming. We love a go-getter. Ever since then, we've been looking more into the area and the algae itself, and Davy Bones has been having an amazing time at our center.
What that makes me think is this algae is trying to control these humans now.
That's what I think.
Once the humans in the ship.
It doesn't want...
It's like slamming into the submarine trying to get it open.
Yeah, it's not sitting right with me.
I don't trust this algae.
Running on algae, all Davy Bones needs is attention and the occasional patch of waste litter to feed off of. Davy himself is very affectionate and must be handled carefully since he is millions of years old and a skeleton, meaning he's very fragile. It is best to not touch his stomach muscle or surrounding algae, as this could cause him a great deal of pain or trauma. A happy fish is a healthy fish. He's not too fussy about where he stays, as long as it's dark and quiet. Uh-oh, here we go. Recently, I've been looking
So-
into that parasite that seems to infect and control ants, as it's very
Really
interesting.
quick?
Oh, what?
The parasite that infects and controls ants is actually what they base the Last of Us games off of. It's cordyceps.
Oh, I feel like I've seen that somewhere.
It's literally it literally is something that is real and takes over quite a large amount of bugs, primarily ants, and it's fucking terrifying.
It's
And
yeah,
it's what The Last of Us is based off of.
yeah, I've seen videos of it. I think
Terrifying.
of like
It's awful.
it's really crazy. Just a reanimated corpse.
Yeah, literally the whole point of the fungus is just to spread. That's the
Yep.
whole point of it.
Yep.
The parasite just wants to spread. It's terrifying.
It's really scary. Recently, I've been looking into the parasite that seems to infect and control ants, as it's very interesting to me personally, and made a connection to Davy and his wonderful bones. I thought that it
Don't like
definitely
that.
is similar, except it's under the sea and with bones. We did show Davy's algae to our brainy biologists at the team, who agree, yeah, we could try this out to see if it works with other bones. Which is a bad idea, honestly.
Again, basically zombies. Don't do this.
Don't do it.
Don't do this.
Wow,
do we have a bone hater?
A bone hater? No, we don't have a bone hater. March 7th, 2016. We put the algae on a preserved herring skeleton, to which it flailed around at first and then stopped. We agreed that, of course, it has to have time to connect naturally, so we put on our hats and coats and quit testing in case it hurt Davy Bones anymore, even if he seems very eager to get us to pick him up. It may be poisonous to us, so we can't let it get on our skin. Even still, mistakes happen. A splash of the old algae happened to fall onto my fellow researcher Morgan's arm while she was sprinkling some food into Davy's tank. Morgan described it as sticky, and it gives you some sort of tingle. Better get this off before it spreads or something. This is why you gotta be careful when working with animals. Although, it does make me curious about what I think were human skeletons on the ocean floor that day. There's no way that I was seeing swimming human skeletons. How would they get that deep? Unless some fishy friends bigger than Davy Bones were able to open submarines. Some people like to think, with how vast our universe is, there's no darn way that we're the only civilization in our solar system. But what if those other people were not above us in space, but below us?
I hate that.
I hate that
the
too.
End of that.
That's not great.
That made that so much worse.
That I wasn't expecting those last two sentences to hit like that.
Oh, I
But
wasn't expecting that critter profile to cause an existential crisis, and yet here we are.
Here we go. Awesome.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Great.
Oh my god, dude.
I don't know how to feel. Lose the glasses? Oh, Becky, you
Literally, neither of us can do this if we lose the glasses.
Oh, yeah, we can't read. We're
I
blind.
literally cannot read if I take my
I
glasses
can't
off.
either. I can't
We are
read
just
either.
gonna talk for like 5-10 minutes then, I guess.
Yeah,
I
mean, you
can't
can.
read.
Yeah.
It's different if we were like playing a video game.
Yeah. But
I
we
literally can't read.
We're blind.
Like
Uh.
my computer is too far away for me to read. I can't. That's not gonna happen.
Love you both. Thank you, Becky. Out here to torment us. And our eyeballs. Also, Gabby is adorable. I'm just saying.
Opened her profile. She's so good.
Gabby.
So do we want to lose the glasses and just chat for a couple minutes?
I
or do
mean,
we
we
just want to be like,
can.
ah!
Normally I put it
That's
on.
not gonna happen
Normally I
today.
put it on for 10 minutes, but I'll put it on for 5 because there are 2 of us.
Also, literally, we can't do anything else that
Because
we're
we
set out to
can't.
do.
Yeah, I'm just. All right, glasses off. Here we go. I'm pressing the
Okay.
button.
Okay.
Okay, so for 5 minutes, I don't know what we're gonna do for 5 minutes.
I can't read anything on my screen.
I
Like,
see a
none of my
blob.
screens.
I see a blob that looks somewhat like a.
I see
Like an
lines
alligator.
of text. I know there's text. I know what some of them say because I use them frequently, but I can't read anything.
I know that this creature's name is Gabby because I saw it before I
That's
took my
it.
glasses off.
I know the creature's name is Gabby, and I know that it's a like crocodile. That's it.
But I don't
That's all I
think that's what. I mean, the species is probably some weird scientific name.
I mean, yeah, of course,
Because
it's
that's the
gonna
case with
be
every
the
single
standard
one.
name.
Yeah,
but it's basically just like a crocodile or something. But that's all I can tell.
I'm just gonna say, no matter how many critter profiles we read, I will never be over Bartholomew.
Bartholomew really fucking
got
sent
me.
us last time. I was not expecting.
You had to pull out a Bible.
I did!
You pulled out an actual Bible.
I think it's still next to me.
You still have a Bible next to you? Oh, God.
Yesterday.
Oh, God.
I don't know where I put it. I haven't opened that Bible in like 6 years.
I can't believe an
thank
SCP.
You, Jenny. Thank you. Sorry, she brought food and I got
Oh,
excited.
I thought you were going to say she brought me my Bible.
No. No.
No, all right.
No. She brought me food. I'm very excited. Thank you. Oh, the door's still open.
Oh,
I don't know if she's bringing me more. I think
now
she
Bartholomew's going to be able to fly in.
I don't know what's happening.
He's going to fly
I'm fine
in
with
and
that.
steal your words.
Bartholomew's a joy.
He's going to fly in and steal all of your words.
I'm fine with this. I love Bartholomew. He did nothing wrong in my eyes.
No, he didn't. He just liked stories and books and Jesus.
Becky, I see that you're typing in
Yeah,
the chat. I can't read a single fucking thing. I
There's
know that's you because I can read the red.
Yeah,
That's
I was gonna say the red, and then
I can kind of make out a like G and an L.
I see there's a purple heart in there.
Yeah, I see that too. That's it. I
that's
also
about all
just
I
got a Discord message. I don't know which Discord it is.
I know. Every time I see Discord notifications pop up, I have no idea what they say at all.
No fucking clue. I see a lot of purple hearts. Thanks, Becky.
Oh, cool. It's just purple. It's just purple.
Oh, cool. It's purple.
I don't know. Oh, I can't read that either. There's a little white dot. I'm like trying to figure out what it is.
We're suffering.
Eyeballs. Gone. Don't have
eyeballs.
Is that a smiley face? I'm just guessing.
That was a sad face. It's a sad
Is it a
face.
sad face?
I had to.
Oh. Did you say I zoomed in?
No, I like leaned closer.
Oh, I like out of the corner of my eye saw you get closer, and I thought you said I zoomed in, and I'm like, you're a human person.
Shut up.
You're a human person.
You don't know that.
You're right, I don't. I shouldn't have made the assumption. Sorry, I'm so...
Yeah, God.
Wow, I was so disrespectful.
Fucking rude.
In that moment. I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, how fucking dare you, Jason? God.
Oops. My bad, I guess. So, being blind kind of sucks.
Yeah, it does. I'm just eating.
I'm drinking my tea. From Wawa.
I really hope this is thrilling content.
Yeah, I hope everyone is enjoying us sitting here, and just Chelsea's eating.
I'm having a great time. This is delicious.
Yep, we're doing that. We're
gonna do chicken marsala. They didn't have any chicken breast, and they didn't have the marsala mix, so we couldn't do chicken marsala.
So what are you eating then?
So we got a rotisserie chicken, a garlic and herb, and we're doing mashed potatoes, and we have egg noodles, and we have gravy.
Oh my god, that sounds awesome.
Thanks
also, thank you for the bits. I could hear the sound, so I know that happened.
I can see the visual, and I see the flags moving in the chat next to what I assume is...
Oh, that's what that is? All I see is like a little... From what I can see, it's like a little whitish thing, blob, that's doing this.
They're like pride flags.
Oh, are they?
I can't see it clearly, but I see those enough that I know what they are.
Oh, I don't, so I'm like...
It.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. We're almost done.
How much longer?
There we go.
Oh, we can put our glasses back on?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
I can finally see. Ah, yeah. What did we miss?
So much.
Wait, what did we... Okay, I need to go back up. I'm behind on my daily chaos quota. Help a bitch out. That's so good. Yes, achieve the strained eye headache.
Yeah,
I look like a gray dust bunny?
What?
I have never heard that before to describe anyone ever. And you know what? I will gladly look like a gray dust bunny. That's fine.
Eyeball rights redacted.
Eyeball rights redacted.
That's a really good.
Did the clap. Had to. I know. That's my alarm tone. Is the Animal Crossing achievement noise.
So good.
Doot 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 doot. Do you want me to read Gabby while you eat?
Yeah, I would read Gabby, but I have food and I'm very hungry.
Yeah, you read or you eat. I read.
You read. You read and eat.
You
Figure
read
it
and eat. Oh my god, I keep forgetting that we have an SCP, chat command. It's just, Jensen, could you go to Taco Bell and get us a couple of potato grillers? I'm gonna have to send you that, Chelsea, because I don't know if you've seen that.
I don't know if I did.
I really don't think you have.
I think we talked about it, but I don't think I ever watched it.
I need to send this to you to watch, and I'll also put it
Right now.
in the chat for people to see
Right
it.
now.
Because it's probably one of the
Oh.
funniest things that I've ever seen in my entire life. Is this
Okay.
the right one? It's also, I'm just saying, it's for mature audiences a little bit. Just a little bit.
I
Jensen,
forgot.
no.
I forgot that I sent so many fucking memes from my phone in the chat to confuse Casper, and I saw the Pikachu, Detective Pikachu in the package that's just help.
No. Oh,
It's pretty-
yeah.
pretty-
Okay, so the link is in the chat if anybody wants to watch it. It is a really
Okay.
short video.
I'm gonna watch that really quick.
It's like a minute and
so
25
loud.
seconds. But it's very funny.
What the fuck is this?
Don't worry about it. It's okay.
What
worry
is
about
this?
Don't worry about it. Jensen, could you go to Taco Bell and get us a couple of potato grillers? I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for the laugh.
Oh no, you did show me this. You did. Are you even looking at?
Are you even looking what I'm looking at right now, bro? What are those? C's? D's? They can be any size you want. It's such a stupid video, but it's so good. Tiggies. Yes, there are Tiggies. I'm just like watching the reaction. You okay over there? Mm-hmm.
The hell is that noise?
It's so good. She's humping the fucking glass, bro. She wants it.
So stupid.
It's so dumb.
Oh god, it's so loud at the end. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, when she explodes. Yeah.
Christ, yeah. It's so loud.
It's so loud.
So stupid.
It's such a good video. There's like a second part, but it's not as good as the first one, unfortunately.
No, I
Nut button? Oh.
we gotta have the nut button. Come on.
There you go. There was your nut button. Alright. Gabby. So, Gabby is a Gharial. I think that's the name of it. Primary caretaker is terrestrial team Sanvi Varma. Diet is fish cooked by a gourmet chef, crabs cooked by a gourmet chef, and soft shell
love
turtles.
that.
Wow,
Honestly, me
okay.
Me too, Gabby.
Housed in Wilson's Wildlife Center, Enclosure 37.
Nice.
Creature features. Sanvi here to introduce our gluttonous, grandiose gourmand of a Gharial, all terms used endearingly. Gabby. Gabby here is a particularly rare specimen of a particularly rare species of crocodilian from India called the Gharial. You see those radical-looking jaws of hers? There are few mouths in this fascinating world of ours better suited to hooking them some tasty fish. Gharials aren't into that highfalutin chewing, swallowing their food whole Instead, and wait, what? Whoa, swallowing their whole
What?
food. Oh, hold on. Highfalutin chewing, swallowing their food whole instead. I switched the words because my brain broke. And Gabby here isn't an exception. Clever, if a what the fuck is my brain doing today?
This one is kind of difficult to read.
Jeez Louise. Clever
It's
if
like
a
really
bit
wordy.
Wait, clever if a bit snooty girl that she is though. Gabby doesn't even bother trying to swallow food she doesn't want. And the food
It's a really wordy.
It's very wordy. And the food she wants, well, only the finest stuff. Little Miss Gabby isn't about that predation life. God, wow, what is with the words in this one? Holy shit.
It's a hard one. This is a really, really hard one.
While she loves eating, unlike basically any other animal out there, this high standards gal is only into cooked foods, and the fancy stuff at that. She's our very own gourmet diner. Posture chef, thank you, Tristan. We've had to hire a professional chef to prepare her fancy fish and crab dishes.
Me too.
Because she just won't eat anything else. She wants something different every day, too. And if we didn't get the leftovers of whatever the chef makes her, I'm not sure we'd be able to budget it. It sure is something seeing a Gariel slurp up crab bisque, but it's also pretty charming. She's real smart about the whole thing, too. Always being sure to nod approvingly and wag her tail if it meets her standards. She's a regular little food critic.
Oh my fucking god, me too.
She's so good. When she ends up swallowing something she doesn't want, though, something pretty darn dramatic happens. She ends up spitting it back out. And when she does, if it wasn't alive when it went in, it's alive when it goes out. Hold on. What? Basically, if you feed her any kind of food she doesn't want, she basically opens those jaws of hers so wide they're vertical and spits out a whole live whatever that food was.
God.
Holy shit. If you feed her a fish fillet, she throws up a flopping fish. And we tested it with a few other bits too. Let me tell you, my heart nearly stopped when a very panicked cow came tumbling out of that mouth of hers. Oh my god. And if you feed her if what you feed her has the bits of several critters in it, like a mix of chicken and beef, she'll produce some real funky stuff. I like to think of it's her way of saying, this isn't worthy of being my food, so it isn't worthy of being food at all, because she really is that cute and prissy.
I don't think that's cute.
I don't think that's cute at all.
terrifying.
She's throwing up an entire animal.
Like a cow.
Like a whole cow. Okay, history of Gabby. We found Gabby not in India, where virtually all of her critically endangered brothers and sisters live, but in upstate New York, of all places.
What?
I don't know. She just showed up out of the blue one day, swimming out of the Hudson River like she'd been there her whole life. And wouldn't you know it, our spoiled little girl here caused quite a bit of trouble. First thing she did was break into a seafood restaurant, one of them fancy Michelin star ones, and gobbled up everything she could find. That's seemingly the first time that funky thing with her mouth happened, and boy, were things chaotic with chicken fish and cowfish hybrids flopping all over the place. And then, somehow, she managed to make her way to a live broadcast of some Food Network cooking show and mosey around there before we managed to wrangle her. Apparently, she went right for where them fancy food critics were sitting. I guess she recognized her own kind. Oh my god. After cleaning up the whole mess and running a bunch of tests to figure out how her whole deal with the eating and the spitting out works, the supervisors let us keep her. It was a bit of a surprise since her mouth thing is just a little more unusual than the guys we normally keep, but I guess it's because it only happens if she eats things she doesn't want, which we'd never let happen. Surprisingly enough, after all the trouble she's caused, she settled in real nicely. Real lazy, real sedentary, and real well behaved, as long as she's fed what she wants. I reckon she only caused so much trouble because she was hankering for her favorite foods. She's real darn low maintenance, aside from the whole giving her food fancier than what most rich people probably even eat part. Special needs and accommodations. Enclosure 37 is perfectly suited for her, modeled after Gariel exhibits here in the States. A lot of water, since she spends most of her time in it, and some nice sand for her to bask on. She is fussier than most critters about her water, though. She likes it nice and clean.
Of course she is.
Of course. And in general tends to get a bit uppity if the enclosure isn't clean to some real high standards. Honestly, she really is a bit spoiled. As for special needs, aforementioned bit about only feeding her fancy stuff like chili crab and fish curry and varying it. Also, when you present her food, she likes to take her time and eat it nice and slow like, and the weirdest thing is, she usually wants the chef who made it in front of her while she eats. Took her a while to communicate that, of course, but he's always happy to accommodate.
What?
Jeez. She
You're
knows
gonna
what
know
she
if
wants.
she likes her food or not.
Okay, but if you fed her chicken that was actually like pigeon or something, would she spit out a pigeon or a chicken? I feel like
Wait, pigeon.
it would be a pigeon. So then you'd know that you fed her the wrong bird. I feel like she would know. She just has that vibe about her. Also, if she ever ends up not liking what she eats, be prepared to deal with some fish crabs flopping around, and never, ever let her eat anything else. Seriously. I've still got nightmares about when some beef accidentally found its way into one of her crab dishes.
Oh god.
Beef crab. Notes about Gabby. We named her Gabby once we found about her taste for the finer things. After one of the judges on a Food Network show we all used to watch, Gabriel something. Kind of a sad story that poor guy always seemed real down whenever he wasn't eating and reviewing what he was eating, and just generally seemed pretty detached from everything around him. He retired a few weeks before we found Gabby, and I hope it cheer him up to know we've got our very own special girl following in his footsteps. Oh, and incidentally, Gabby seems kind of not fond of the supervisors whenever they visit. She usually tries to hide or even gets aggressive. It's kind of weird. Maybe it has something to do with that time they fed her some monkey. I think it was during testing. Weirdest thing? She didn't spit anything out, but she was real sullen and agitated the rest of the day afterwards, like she didn't like it. I wonder what that was about. There's nothing else here, so what was that about?
Or was before JamCon?
Yeah, this was for JamCon last year.
Yeah.
Ow. Oh my god. It was. Why did I say ow? I said oh. I said ow instead. What the hell? It was last edited in September of last year.
Also, I was thinking the same thing. What if Gabby is the Food Network guy?
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm curious, like, is he from, like, upstate New York?
Might be.
I want to see. Hold on. Food Network.
Yeah, I was literally about to do that.
Gabriel. Chef. That's a J. That is the letter J. Michael Gabriel, is that it?
Gabriel Korkos?
I have no idea.
I think it's Gabriel Korkos. I think that's... Oh no, he's... No, he might be. Retired. Let me see if he's retired.
Why can I not spell today? Jeez Louise. No, I don't want to see Gabe Gabriel. I don't know. Is it you? Were you on? It might be. Oh. It said Gabriel something, so it was his first name.
I'm thinking it's Gabriel Korkos.
Okay.
That's what I found.
Let's see.
I think it's him.
Okay, so he moved to Los Angeles, so he wasn't in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to make the connection with if whoever this chef was in upstate New York, possibly turned into Gabby. I have no idea. No clue at all. But we love a little connoisseur of, I guess, fine foods. We love to see.
Oh no, the shop. He has a shop that's open in Brooklyn, New York.
Oh, okay. When was that? When did he open
In
that shop?
27, he opened it in 2015. It's closed in 2017. It could be.
They don't have a time period for when they got her.
We don't have a timeline.
Yeah.
This isn't important at all, but just like we're curious.
This is how we read stuff on Wilson's. It might just be a little thing, but we dig until we find something that makes some semblance.
We dig until we locate something.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like it's closed still.
Oh my god.
No, wait, it's open again. It's open again. Oh no, it's closed. Never mind. It didn't update.
It's open. No, it's closed.
I got excited.
I
got excited.
I hope it opens again. Honestly, I
do too.
I hope it opens.
Because like it actually has really good reviews. A lot of people actually really liked the restaurant. I think there's one star review on Yelp for it. Like it overall like did pretty fucking good.
Yeah. I mean, most restaurants,
it's 3.5 stars.
I think most restaurants in New York, the reason why they close is probably they just can't pay for the space.
Oh no, probably not at all. Yeah.
Like I've seen many a restaurant or food stop that I've loved when I was in school just close.
Oh yeah, no. It included cuisine from his home country. He's from Italy originally.
Yeah, he's from Tuscany.
The shop was open every day for breakfast and lunch. In addition, a few ticketed dinners were held monthly with tasting menus using seasonal ingredients.
Ooh, that sounds really good.
Oh, that's really cool. It's closed.
That's a
but
shame.
hope it opens again. Oh my god, is that a cat?
It sure is.
I got so excited, Jason.
It's Geist. Geist is a cat.
Geist!
Look at this baby.
Oh god.
Look at this baby.
Geist in his favorite chair. Oh no, Jason.
Oh,
you
get him.
Geist.
You get to read him.
I get to read him.
You
Hell
get Geist.
yeah.
Congratulations.
I'm so excited.
He's so cute. Look at him. Little man. Listen in your chair.
I can't wait for him to be the like devil incarnate.
Oh yeah, same here. Or like a ghost cat or something. I bet he's a ghost cat. I bet he's a ghost cat.
He probably is.
He's a ghost cat, probably.
So this is Geist in his favorite chair. He is a cat, if you didn't put that together. His primary caretaker is the terrestrial team, specifically Jason Outer. Oh, Jason, I didn't know you were taking care of his cat.
Yeah, I didn't know either. I also didn't know that I had a different last name entirely, so...
You do, you have a completely different last name. It's
wow, cool.
lie.
We're learning things today. Jason LaRock's just my stage name.
His diet is live mice. And then, oh no, it's not, it's a tabby. Sorry. It's not, it's a she. She is housed in Wilson's Wildlife Center, enclosure 15.
Wait, it says...
I saw the tabby.
What?
Yeah, so if you wish to give Geist those sweet scritch scrunches that cats and dogs tend to appreciate, you better be careful because this tabby is a feisty one. I'm pretty sure. Oh no, he. Okay, never mind. I was wrong. I don't know. I wouldn't have used tabby for the description. Anyways, he's not very cuddly or lovey-dovey, so while he does enjoy care and attention as much as the next cat, you should be more careful not to linger too long, or else he's gonna get all grumpy. With Geist, that is a little more problematic than most cats, since usually all they can do is scratch and bite, but our Geist here has telekinesis.
Oh, I was not expecting that at all. I was not expecting that.
I wasn't either. God damn it. Alright. That means he can move stuff with his mind. That's right. We all know how much cats love knocking things off of tables and other ledges, and Geist doesn't need to lift a paw to fulfill those mischievous urges. His abilities are quite strong as well, though, which means that if he gets annoyed with you, he can throw you to the side as easily as well.
Oh,
sometimes he likes to lift himself up, which looks like he's floating. He
That's
seems
really
to think
good.
very high. He seems to think very highly of himself and carries himself with a sense of dignity unlike any cat I have ever seen. The way he saunters everywhere is like he owns the world. Even his culinary tastes are elitist. He only accepts live food. He wants us to give him live mice he can then catch, or otherwise he refuses to eat. It's kind of gruesome, really. He catches them with his spectacular abilities and then rips them apart before eating the remains. We've been trying to get him accustomed to normal cat food because we don't like looking at animals in needless pain, but we can't let the guy starve either.
Hmm.
His abilities also make him somewhat of an escape artist. When we first got him, he used to slip out every time somebody wasn't looking, and then returns hours later as if nothing happened. Since then, we've had to adjust the doors and windows, so there's no way he could get them open without breaking them. That said, his abilities are so powerful that he occasionally resorted to simply smashing down the walls of his enclosure. We've had to reinforce them with steel plating to make it harder for him.
Oh.
Hmm.
All right.
The history of Geist. Geist was found causing a bit of a ruckus in one of our lovely neighboring communities, Orient. He was adopted by a family there, but unfortunately it wasn't meant to be. According to the family, they didn't first realize that there was anything particular about the tabby. The little girl said that she's always found him creepy, as if something had just disguised himself as a cat. Oh,
Oh.
oh,
Okay.
I like that. I'm not gonna lie, Geist can be quite chilling at times when he looks at you with those big, serious eyes of his, but I wouldn't go that far. Anyway, soon after, weird things began to happen. They say the cat would disappear during the day and come back at night. That in and of itself isn't especially peculiar for cats, but the mutilated animal parts that they found in their backyard the next morning were weird, said the father of the family. We all know Geist likes to do that to rodents, but the father of the family talked about deer, wolf, even bear parts.
Oh my god.
I think that's pure hoppycock, though. Geist can't need anything that big. Why would he go on a needless killing spree like that? Besides, the grumpy little man has never hurt another animal here, aside from those mice we feed him. Jesus.
I think you're right about it being the devil incarnate.
Yeah. Oh. Huh. We here at the sanctuary were notified when the cat started floating all around the place. We found him in the middle of Orient, just chilling 5 feet off the ground. He had caught some poor kid who was dragging in the air like a yo-yo.
No.
It took some time, but we finally managed to persuade him to let the kid go and come back down. After that, he came with us without much of a fight, and he's been here ever since. The family had called him Colleen. Yo, listen, if a family named me Colleen, I would also make the kid terrified.
Yeah, I would start
TBH.
dangling the kid 5 feet off the ground like a fucking yo-yo
Like,
if you called me
TBH,
Colleen.
I understand, guys. I get it. But he doesn't seem to like that, so we named him Geist after Poltergeist instead. Oh, boy.
Colleen, though.
Colleen! Who the fuck names a cat Colleen? What the fuck?
What's wrong with people?
Special needs and accommodations. Geist has a cozy little enclosure made to look like a little cabin. He has plenty of space to run around and all sorts of items that he can climb. His favorite is a chair made of bamboo, which he always sleeps in. Geist once gave one of our interns an impressive bruise after they tried to take his chair for cleaning. An impressive bruise?
Holy shit. Did you
What
throw
did
the
they do?
chair at them?
I guess!
Guys,
Or did
what
they
the
throw
hell?
the person into the wall?
Oh my
I
god.
feel like that's more than a bruise.
Yeah.
Various toys and other cattivities have been scattered around the room so that Geist will never run out of things to do. I visit him regularly to spend some quality time with him, and he seems to appreciate my attention more than others. He even lets me cuddle with him a few times. Also, there is a mosquito in my room that I cannot find, and it is biting me, and I'm itchy.
How no?
Okay.
Time to fight.
Yeah. So this is sent by Jason Outer to Anra the Oracle.
What?
So March 10th, 2020. So last year. Hey Anra, just checking to see if you're still coming tomorrow. Your support for our cause... What? Your support for our cause has been very helpful, and we want to ensure that your wishes are fulfilled. So if there's anything you want us to prepare for you in advance, within reason of course, then don't be afraid to ask. Oh, and I know how much you love cats, so I'm letting you know that we have acquired a new tabby since you last visited. He's a bit of a grump, but I'm sure that you of all people will get along with him. Jason. From Anra to Jason, same day. Hello, Jason. Thank you for the thoughtful message. I require nothing specific, but I will be sure to take a look at the newest addition to your family while I'm there. See you tomorrow. May the moon walk with you. Anra. From Anra to Jason, December 3rd, 2020. Jason, I have something urgent that you need to hear. When I was there yesterday, I saw something awful. I do not think that new cat of yours, Geist, is a cat at all. I told you. I told you. I had a feeling.
You were so right. You were so
I was
right.
so close.
You were very
No.
close.
It is something much, much worse. That, for some reason, only looks like a cat. When you fed that mouse to it, you claimed that it possessed telekinesis, but I do not believe that to be the case either, for I saw the transparent but clear outline of a tentacle whip out from a shifting mass of some sort. What?
What the hell? Hold on.
And wrap around the poor rodent. When it began to eat, instead of a small cat mouse finishing its meal, I saw an aperture open in the mass and swallow the mouse whole. You know that I am in touch with the unseen and the unfelt, which is probably why I could see it. But I think it also saw me. When it finished its meal, it looked at me with those big yellow eyes, but there weren't just two. There were hundreds of shifting eyes full of intellect and anger. I saw those eyes in my dreams last night, Jason. I cannot get rid of them. Excuse me. Jason, I am not lying. I was not hallucinating. I believe you and probably your entire operation are in grave danger. It knows now that its cover has been made. Cover has been made? Blown, you mean?
Maybe.
Why has it been hiding so... Why it has been hiding for so long, I can only imagine, but I suspect that it will do whatever it is planning very soon. May the moon indeed walk with you, Anra.
What the hell?
Jason to Anra, same day. Hello, Anra. Anra, I can see you are clearly distraught, but you must be overreacting. Geist isn't some eldritch beast, he's a cat. Why on earth would an eldritch beast disguise itself as a cat? I do believe you saw something, but maybe it was just Geist's aura. You see those, right? It was also very hot outside yesterday. The heat might have affected your vision. I'm telling you, there's nothing to worry about, Jason.
Oh,
I feel like that's not Jason. I feel like that's not Jason. I feel like that's the cat.
Oh, she's talking to Tim now. She's like, forget
Yeah,
you, Jason. I'm talking to Tim.
I'm going above you. So, no, this is sent by Tim. This is sent by Tim.
Sent by Tim to yeah.
Oh, the date's wrong. So, no, that wasn't December. That was March 12th, 2020.
Oh, okay.
That'll happen in March. All of it happened. And then, what the... Hold on. Whoa, wait. What? Hold on. So... what the fuck?
It's the day after.
So, the email is March 13th, 2020. March 12th, 2020. March 12th, 2020.
And then March 13th.
October 3rd, 2020.
Where?
October 3rd, 2020.
Where?
The first two emails. The first two emails, Jason. The first two. Sent by
okay.
Jason and Anra.
Okay,
That's how the date is read.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
October 3rd, 2020. Either that or it's March 10th, 2020, which makes this last email really weird because the 13th is not a month.
What? No. Hold on.
That's why I'm confused. Unless they fucked up and meant it to be the 12th.
No, it's the following year. Oh, wait, you're right. Hold on.
Jason, look at the last email.
I'm looking. Hold on, I was looking at 10/3/2020. I'm like, oh, 3/12/2020. It's in March.
And then,
but it would have been 2021.
Yeah, and then the last email is 2020-13/03. The last email from Tim to Anra.
I'm thinking that's supposed to be 2021, and somebody forgot to change it.
Or no, the last. So that's either the 13th of March.
I think it's the 13th of March.
Okay, I don't know. This is not how dates are supposed to be written. That's why I'm like, what the fuck? Anyways.
Because maybe it's not somebody who's from America that writes dates like America.
Maybe. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird.
It is weird.
So it was in March then, rather than... But
yeah,
I think it's supposed to be 2021, because if not, those first two emails are sus.
Wait.
Unless they changed how they were writing the emails.
I'm confused, because this was written for JamCon. So those first emails were supposed to, I guess, if it's chronological, were supposed to be 2019.
Unless they've changed how they were doing the date, because that could be March 10th.
Maybe.
March 10th.
I don't know if that...
March 12th, March 12th, March 13th, 2020. I don't know. It was weird, because I was like, what?
Yeah, alright.
Because they changed how they were writing shit. Anyways, last email. Anra. This is Tim Wilson, the founder of Wilson's Wildlife Solutions. I know that you and Jason were close, so I just wanted to let you know that you were right. There was more to Geist than we thought. This morning, Jason went to feed him, but something happened. We found Jason curled up on the floor, babbling nonsense and clawing at his own skin. The far wall of the cabin had collapsed, and Geist, or its chair, were nowhere to be found. Later, we also found one of our other animals slaughtered and hanged by its own intestines. May he rest in peace. Fuck.
Okay, Geist.
Okay. We currently have no idea where Geist went, but the supervisors have assured us that we don't need to worry about it. This is truly a dark day for Wilson's Wildlife Solutions. I'm truly sorry for Jason. He's in Oregon State Hospital if you want to go see him. Oh, hello, Raid!
Hey! Hi,
42
Stella!
people?
Hello, friends! We're exploring Wilson's
Welcome!
Wildlife Solutions on the SCP website.
Woo!
Also, Chelsea, I do have a question.
Yes.
Because chronologically, Tim Wilson, I don't think should be alive right now.
Oh shit, yeah, you're right.
Because it's 2020. He would have died by now.
He would have, yeah. What the fuck?
Now I have a lot more. I have many more questions.
Now suddenly there's so many more fucking questions.
I think
like
think
the
it's
way
because,
this date is written, and also like Tim is
yeah,
emailing.
I think it's because of JamCon, and they didn't really think it through.
Probably not. They probably didn't look
and
into
we're
like
thinking
doing what
into
we're
it.
doing.
We're getting way too into it.
Yeah, probably.
But oh my god,
that's probably what's happening.
So just Geist anyway, out here killing things and freaking out Jason.
Yeah,
you were right. You were right. Geist is the closest thing.
It wasn't. I knew it wasn't
evil
a cat.
incarnate.
I was like, "There's no way that it's just a cat."
There's no way that it's just a cat. That's so good though. Geist is
Eldritch
pretty cool.
Fucking terror.
I think
I actually
Eldritch
really
horror
like Geist.
cat. I really do too. I like Eldritch horror cat. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Man.
Why?
Genghis.
Why is Genghis a locust? Oh, Genghis.
Oh god.
I'm afraid. Okay. Did you look ahead?
Yeah, this one's short. This one's short. I just scrolled to see how long it was.
Okay.
That's all I was doing. I didn't read it.
Okay. So
I
name.
do it on purpose.
Name. Genghis.
Oh wait. Rest over the image. Mouse over image.
Oh no. What
There's
is
a
it?
thing.
Genghis resting on a flower.
It's not bad.
Probably doesn't get to see too much of him down under. Okay. Interesting. So, name Genghis, species Australian plague locust, primarily caretaker.
That's fun.
Primary caretaker, terrestrial team Carl Heller. Diet: maize, rice, other crops. Genghis appears to prefer corn. Housed at greenhouse 4 and 5. Creature features. Genghis is our name for an Australian locust who settled down here in good ol' Oregon. Assumedly, after Australia, he lived in neighboring Wasco County, where his swarm caused a crop shortage. He was found when our experts determined that Genghis's swarm was growing at an unusually fast rate. Now, another thing that caught our attention was that Genghis was an Australian locust. These locusts are only found in Australia and New Zealand, and for good reason. Genghis is more adapted to the climates and conditions found down under. We were surprised that he survived, let alone thrived here. Our experts, yes, we've got some, wanted to run some tests, and that's where Genghis's specialities were discovered. Genghis was able to replicate into 2 locusts. One Genghis eats enough food, he splits right in 2. Genghis and the new locust appear to be visually identical. To tell them apart, we gave Genghis a little splotch of tagging paint on the underside, which doesn't seem to carry over. You might think Genghis doesn't split that often, but boy does he eat a whole bunch. He especially loves it when Carl brings corn. That's Genghis's favorite. If I didn't tell you already, Genghis doesn't do much besides that, but there are certainly many things that can be done with it. Okay. Jesus. No thank you. No thanks.
What the fuck?
Is there anything on this picture?
No, I already moused over it.
A locust swarm identified as chordoisite?
It's a American type of locust.
Cool. Circa 2015.
I'll look it up and see what its non-fucking
Thank you.
scientific name is.
Nice.
It is. Oh no, it's. Hold on, sorry. Because I have a bunch of like Google, like I've looked up shit about the critter profiles. It's the 3rd option for me.
Oh my god.
It's literally his profile.
So it's probably fake.
No, okay, so it's.
Oh, it's not.
No, it's a real creature. That is the Australian plague locust.
Oh, so that's just okay.
Just the ones in America.
Okay, as mentioned earlier, we discovered Genghis and gang in neighboring Wasco County. If you dig a bit deeper, however, you'll find records of the rare, roughly American-Australian plague locust for you non-sciencey folk.
Yeah. Oh, literally tells us it in the fucking...
in the thing. These
In
records
the
go
thing,
back.
it's fine.
You did great though. To be fair, you did
Thanks.
great.
Thanks.
These records go back several years, the earliest being about 13 years ago, around 2008. Of course, back then, Genghis wasn't really active, but sightings around the lower west coast seemed to collaborate with our predicted movements of Genghis's swarm. We actually started tracking the new species in January 2021, but it wasn't until March that we actually got a chance to see Genghis's swarm in person. No sooner than our contact in Wasco let us know about the swarm, the terrestrial team was already driving out that way. When we got there, though, his swarm had been sprayed with pesticides. We corralled up a couple of the still kicking locusts. The transport back was rushed, as we were trying to get as many alive locusts as we could. It would be a real shame if they all died. When we got back to Boring, there was only one alive locust left. Carl Heller was assigned to make sure the locust would be alright, and as you can tell, he's doing great. After we got the little fellow back, Carl asked me if I could name him after his favorite band, which I really had no objections to. I do the same myself sometimes. When he started calling the cute guy, I don't even know.
Yeah.
Nope, cool. However, I asked if I could shorten it to Genghis, and that's how Genghis got his name.
Thank you, whoever wrote this, for shortening it to Genghis. We appreciate it.
Thanks, because my brain is not working. Special needs and accommodations. Genghis spends his days in Greenhouse 4, along with a couple of his fellow locusts, while the rest of his swarm is located in Greenhouse 5. We keep them in good order with plenty to eat. We receive shipments from Dant full of crops. Carl brings in batches of corn every now and then as well, and by golly, they don't last more than a day. Now, we don't like messing with an animal's natural habitat, so we decided that every now and then we'd drive them to a special field in Wasco where they can roam around as well as still be contained. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
English is weird. There's a special mesh fencing around the place, so it's like a large greenhouse. That being said, although we just don't want Genghis and his swarm getting hurt, we don't want them to destroy our fellow neighbors' crops and Boring either. So we see our current greenhouse plan as a win-win until we find a safe habitat for Genghis and the crew. Unfortunately, Genghis's swarm gets a tad bit too big sometimes, so we have to sell them off to scientific corporations for testing. It ain't in our hearts to sell Genghis's buds out like this, but it's what we gotta do. Notes about Genghis. Carl Heller, Genghis's caretaker, is suggesting Greenhouse 6 is given to Genghis's swarm for habitation purposes, so we can allow more locusts. The suggestion is pending review. Oh god, there's an incident.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god. March 6, 2021. Genghis and his swarm escaped containment after Carl Heller's transport van was caught in a multiple-car crash on a turnpike in Maupin. Carl was headed to our free roam containment area in Sarbrick and was carrying Genghis and swarm in a special containment van. The van sustained heavy damage and released their occupants. We have contacted our supervisors to help recontain Genghis and swarm, and this has been a difficult loss for the terrestrial department, and especially for Carl. And there's there's an SCP and a story attached to it.
I have the SCP open. It's basically just breaking down Carl, or not Carl, Genghis.
Genghis?
In just an SCP file, basically. It's
Let's
part
see.
of the Doomsday 2018 storyline.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
So
And part of Insect Hell.
Yeah, Insect Hell looks to be a bunch of incidents that involved bugs attacking
Insects? Yeah.
the world, yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
And it's part of Doomsday 2018.
Yep.
Which is, so many things are attached to it.
Yep. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. Max
Sorry,
is a
I'm
good
not
Max
there
is a good boy.
I was looking over more of the Insect Hell shit really fast. No, Max!
Max
I'm
is
so
good.
excited I get to read this one. Yes! I love Max. So this is Max. He is a golden retriever. I love him. His primary caretaker is the terrestrial team, specifically Simon Miller. His diet is dog food. While Max isn't very picky, he's a big fan of chicken, and you can always give him salmon as a treat. He's earned it. Oh, I love
That's
him.
so good.
Housed at Wilson's Wildlife Center, Enclosure 59.
Max is so
The creature
good.
features. I love him. Max is what we call our lovely golden retriever, and the nicest one you'll ever meet. Even though he's very friendly and enjoys... Why did it... Even though? Why did they start that sentence with even though?
I don't I don't like where
Mm.
this is going.
Even though I don't like that they started with even though. Even though he's very friendly and enjoys playing with all of us on the team, Max can't express his playful nature fully to all of our other canine friends.
Oh,
Who the hell's Mom? I can't talk right now. I love you, but I can't talk right
hi,
now.
Mom.
Um, no, not many of the other dogs here are very happy to see Max anymore, and that's due to his very unfortunate little quirk. You see, any dog that gets too close to poor old Max starts to feel very unwell.
No,
Oh
Max.
no! Max can't have any twins! Baby!
Baby
Oh
boy needs some
no!
friends.
He can't have any twins though!
Oh no.
Oh!
You think we read this? We might have read the. Yeah, we might have.
Oh no! I haven't! No!
Because I feel like we did 2 random ones the one time that you couldn't, you were late or something, and then the Wi-Fi crapped out. I don't know.
Oh no.
I
Do
mean,
we want to
we
keep
could read
reading it?
Max
Because I
again.
haven't read it.
Yeah, we can keep reading
Okay.
Max.
Okay. For no apparent reason, oh my god, other than the company of Max, they'll start to be sick. It tears up our hearts to see our friends get so under the weather, but the good thing is that nothing about the sickness is permanent, and it doesn't look like any serious harm comes to the dogs that get too close to him. Thank God. But they are usually a little shaken up by the whole ordeal, and I can't blame them. Mind you, it's not just those dogs that get shaken up. Max is quite aware of the fact he has on his fellow pooches and gets very distressed. Oh no. It's heartbreaking to see his face when it happens and how sad he can get because of it. Seeing his smiling face go away like that is so hard. Like that is hard, so when times like that come along, the team take it upon themselves to play with Max to his heart's content. But even then, he can still be quite weighed down by his situation. We're all trying our best to make sure he's okay. Poor guy.
Oh, Max.
He just wants a friend. Um, so his history. We recently found Max as a stray. His fur was all matted and scuffed up, and he was in quite the state. I'll be the first to say Max wasn't exactly who we expected to find when we heard some talk about an awful smell somewhere around town, but we're glad that we did. We went to have a look and found Max hiding away, surrounded by vomit in a pile of toys that we have to assume he'd stolen from somewhere. The vomit got us really worried, so we took him to our center as soon as possible to help our poor little friend out. The vets were thankfully able to give him the all clear, but not before we saw his effect firsthand on some of our fellow puppy pals, and we realized we had to separate him from the others. Max wasn't very happy from all that, and we had to try our best to calm him down. Thankfully, Max has settled in nicely since his arrival and has made some great friends with me and the rest of the caretakers. Despite all of this, Max still has his moments when he's feeling down. He loves making friends with everyone, and this includes our other cute puppers. Even though he knows he can't, he's always a little hopeful when he meets a new potential buddy. We're all trying our best to keep him happy and playing.
Oh,
His
Max.
special needs and accommodations. He just wants to make friends, and he can't. Sad. So, Max has to be kept away from other canine enclosures, and while this should probably go without saying, it is heavily discouraged to bring other dogs anywhere near Max. But what we can encourage is Max visiting all the non canine critters that we have. Max needs daily walks and lots of one on one time for play, but when you feel like you need an extra helping hand, you can always go and let Max enjoy the company of our superb sheep or some feline friends. Even if it doesn't lift his spirits completely, I think he at least appreciates the company.
Oh, baby.
Some notes about Max. This is fucking long. Alright. Max has been especially down in the dumps recently, and none of our team could quite figure out why. Nothing we've done has been able to change his mood. We've taken him for walks, played with him for days on end, and tried our darn hardest to cheer up our poor paw pal. Wow, I can't read. But nothing has been working. Then Natalie came up with a brilliant idea. She said that maybe getting some of the old toys from when we first found Max might cheer him up a little. He's been loving the toys we got him before, so maybe a little familiarity might do him some good. So some of us headed down to where we first picked him up, and when we did, we found a big surprise. Not only were there more toys than before, but we found a stray Bernese mountain dog with a new toy in her mouth. Our best guess is that this little lady had been the one stealing all those toys for our Max and was still coming along to leave them for him.
That's so freaking sweet. Oh my god.
Oh. We all agreed that since she didn't seem to have an owner, either we'd take her into the shelter and take good care of her. We'll call her Sophie and thought it'd be a good idea to see if she knew Max at all with an appropriately distant visit. But once Sophie and Max saw each other, we instantly knew they had history. Max's face lit up as he caught sight of her, and I don't know if he's ever been that happy since he's arrived here. And to our surprise, Sophie ran straight at him without any problem. Excuse me. We're all shocked to see them playing together, but it wasn't only Sophie that stopped throwing up near Max. As long as he's near her, he can't make any of our doggy residents sick. Oh,
that's so interesting.
Oh, that's so good. The supervisors are calling her some sort of sink for him, but I'm not very interested in all that fancy mumbo-jumbo. All that matters is Max and Sophie are the cutest darn couple we have here at Wilson's. They're practically joined at the hip. Sophie will spend almost every hour of the day with Max. We like to make sure that she has new toys and other gifts to give her special friends from time to time, which Max always seems to appreciate. There are some people who are calling them the official couple of Wilson's Wildlife, and I find it hard to argue with them on that one. Even though these little lovebirds are both neutered, we're considering the possibility of letting them adopt an abandoned litter that's recently came into our care. We're hoping that it'll give them a lovely new experience and make our dynamic duo happier than ever.
Oh,
Sophie on her way to visit Max with a lovely gift for him.
That's so freaking cute. Oh, it was for Valentine's Day this year.
It was.
Also, Cecil requests to hydrate.
Okay, I appreciate that because that last bit was long.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh,
I love Sophie and Max.
That's so cute. Oh my god.
I love Sophie and Max so goddamn much. What the fuck?
Oh, we already read Maya. We read Maya last time.
Yes, we read Maya last time because we ran into a part of a story that involved her, I think is what it was.
So Midas is the next one. Oh, dear Lord.
Oh, no, Midas. I already know it's gonna be something fucked, probably.
Oh yeah, and if you hover over the picture, it says he's so small but full of fight.
Oh,
I don't know what to expect. What?
He's so cute.
He's adorable. Look at this baby.
He's so cute. And also, that description is just me. I have never seen a description so perfect.
He's so small, but
he's
full
so
of
small
fight.
but full of fight. That's
you.
just me, Jason.
You know, that doesn't surprise me, given how many times you do this and do the little punchy fists. Oh man, name.
And also, I am small.
And you will come for everyone's shins.
I will, without question, without hesitation.
You totally will. So name is Midas. Species is Old English Sheepdog. Primary caretaker, terrestrial team, Aiden Ehrlich. Diet, dog food. Don't forget his medication. Housed at Wilson's Wildlife Center, Enclosure 9. Creature features. Midas is our name for our macho rescue sheepdog we found in an abandoned factory down here in Oregon. We think Midas had a tough life. He's a feisty little one. He was just skin and bones when we first found him, and he didn't take kindly to our rescue team. But don't let his history put you off. We here at Wilson's are confident that we will dissolve Midas's tough guy shell in no time. You're probably wondering what's so special about our Midas. Well, Midas has the not-so-subtle effect of spreading his fuzzy coat onto everything he's standing on when he gets frightened. Midas also has a bit of an aggression problem, which wouldn't be so bad if his bites didn't turn you into a big pile of fluff.
Wait, no, Jason, it is what I thought, but instead of gold, it's dog fur.
Yeah.
It's exactly what I thought.
Yeah.
I was like, Midas is a very particular name. Instead of when they touch that he turns you into gold, he turns you into a fluff.
Oh my god. Midas loves his red ball. He takes really good care of it. He's kept it in perfect condition for months now. We're pretty sure it's a safety blanket. He takes it everywhere he goes. He even sleeps next to it. Midas isn't quite ready to play with others yet. We're working on it, but be sure to give him his tranquilizers before you take him out of his kennel.
Jesus.
Oh. Look at this baby. He's all tuckered out. He's all tuckered out after a long day of therapy. Oh, baby.
I love him, Jason. I love him.
He's so good. We already touched upon it, but we don't think Midas had the happiest of days before we rescued him. He was in a dark room at the back of an abandoned factory where he was living on whatever he could find. His little room was practically full of his soft, characteristic fur. He gave our rescue team a scare when he came barreling out of that room like nobody's business, gave us an even bigger one when he went for our team's legs and turned their armor into fleece. Luckily, our team managed to pacify him before he got away. Our condolences to Roger and Jacob, who weren't as lucky. Dennis, if you're reading this, it's okay. Take all the time off you need. Your mental health means more to us than anything.
What the happened? Fucking Roger and Jacob!
Roger and Jacob are fucking gone.
They're
out.
fluff. They got
They're
turned
fluff.
into dog fluff.
Yep. Midas is a clever mutt. We don't really know what to do with him at this point. We've tried everything, but he always finds a way to escape. Any enclosure we put him in just gets fluffified, and it's starting to drive us crazy. We've worked out a complicated system involving muzzles, tranquilizers, and steel-reinforced fur armor, since Midas can't turn fur into more fur. Fleur, yeah. Can't turn fur into more fur. It seems to work to some degree. But Midas is chewing through our funds both literally and figuratively. Special needs and accommodations. Midas is a lone wolf, and he doesn't take very kindly to strangers of any kind. We're trying to show him our love and affection through therapy, and we're making good progress, but Midas still has a long way to go before he's ready to be handled safely. Please respect Midas's bounds and only let the trained professionals play with him. We're still trying to figure out Midas's accommodations since everything we've tried so far hasn't worked for very long. Regular kennels don't work since he just turns the bars into fluff, and we've resorted to housing Midas in one of our play fields all by himself with just a regular doghouse in the middle. It works for now, but once winter comes around, we're going to have a really serious problem.
Oh no!
Midas has been off his food lately. We think he's cottoned on to our trick of putting his medication in his food. Maybe the medication makes the meat taste weird. We can't let the poor guy starve, but we really don't know what else to do. If anyone has any suggestions, please let the terrestrial team know. So, sent by Tim Wilson to Aiden Ehrlich. Aiden, good work with Midas. I'm glad to hear that he's acclimating to the enclosure well. Slow progress is still progress. You do well to remember that, Aiden. I'm glad you're both settled into your new positions at Wilson's. It's always a pleasure to get fresh recruits. Do you think you'd be able to look into the factory that Midas was found in? Thanks in advance, Tim. Hi, Tim. I've dug around in paperwork for a while now, but I can't seem to track down anyone who manned the place. I'll definitely keep digging. Turns out, it used to be some sort of carpet factory. They used to produce fine shag carpets in mass. Didn't last long at any rate. It got closed down after reports of people going missing around the factory. Hope that clears things up a little. And thanks for the kind words, Tim. Kind regards, Aiden. So this was for JamCon in 2019.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure...
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure he was put in, like, a, basically fur factory is what I was gonna guess.
Yeah, and then I think he fought back against the people there and just killed them all.
They were like, we're done, and then died.
They're gone. Yeah, can't see them anymore. Because they're all fuzz now. That's so good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
I'm afraid. Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, the next one is written by the same person who wrote Davy Bones.
Oh, God, really?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Oh, what the hell is that? What is this?
It's an armadillo.
It's a pink fairy armadillo?
Yeah.
I don't think those wings are real.
I'm gonna see. Let's find out. I'm gonna do a quick Google search. No, they're real. The wings aren't real, but
okay.
They are so dumb looking. Oh my god.
Oh my god. It's cute. It's adorable. I love it. I love it.
So remove the wings and that's what they look like.
Okay. But
They're
I also
furry.
like the fact that there
Jason,
are wings on it. Huh?
They're furry.
What is?
They have fur.
Wait, the underside is furry?
Yes.
Oh my god, wait.
That's fur.
Wait a minute.
Jason.
Hold on. This baby
And then
is
its armor is pink. Its armor is pink. Jason.
What do you mean you guys are mean? We love Nuala. We love this baby.
I love everything. I didn't know pink fairy armadillos existed. I love them.
This is really cute.
I love them.
This is so cute.
We know it's gonna be some weird shit though, because of fucking Davy Bones.
There's some. You were being
Okay.
mean.
How are we?
What? How are we being mean?
Was it me or Jason that was being mean? Because I was excited. I mean, you did come in saying with this creature, just, oh no, what the fuck is that? To be fair.
Okay, the reason why I said
To
that,
justify your language.
the reason why I said that is because of how strangely photoshopped the wings are on this picture.
It really, really
It
weirdly
threw me for a
photoshopped.
loop because I was like, at least for some of the other ones, there was even if there was any Photoshop, it was, there was some,
It made sense.
it looked like I could believe it. And then again, most
it just
of the
looks
critter...
like they stuck. They just taped some tape onto them.
Yeah, like most of the other critter profiles, it's just a picture of an animal, and this one just has that on it. So I was like, oh, that's new. I haven't seen that one before. So
that image, the pre-editing, it's one of the first images that pops up. So they just were like, yeah, this works. Yeah, this is a perfect image for what I need.
I mean, it's cute. Don't get me wrong. I love it.
Yeah, it's very fucking
cute. But also, the Photoshop it just threw me. The minute I saw it, I was like, whoa.
What the
I was like,
that's
not real.
That's not a real creature.
That is not a real thing.
That can't be a real creature.
But the thing underneath the weirdly photoshopped wings is
real.
A legit
It's a very
creature,
real creature.
And I'm here for it.
I love it. I didn't know they existed. Anyways, this is Nuala. She is a pink fairy armadillo with additional fairy wings. The primary caretaker for her is the terrestrial team. It's Kylie O'Leary is the main caretaker. Her diet consists of ants, larvae, milk and honey tea, me too, and various insects. Housed in Wilson's Wildlife Center enclosure 333.
Wow.
Creature features of this creature. When fairies cross your mind, you don't usually think of armadillos, do you? Unless you're a fan of the pink fairy armadillo, of course not. Those little ones are coded in mystery, being the smallest species of armadillo, and Nuala here is no different. But we should have known there was something special the moment we spotted her. Pink armadillo sightings are rare enough as it is, but on what planet have any armadillos got adorable pink wings? Nuala is a demon. I can read.
Nuala is a demon.
Nuala is a diva who decided to take her species name literally and has become the trendsetter of the sanctuary for their stylish looks and spirit.
Nuala is a demon.
I wouldn't put it past it. Fuck, the cat was an eldritch terror.
Yeah, okay. God damn it. English is a tough language, okay?
It really is.
Even though it's our first language, we're kind of fucked up. Cute fairy, she's a demon.
He's a demon.
You know what? You know what I want? You know what I want? I want to make I want to make fun t-shirts of our shenanigans. And I want picture. I want that picture of Nuala that just says Nuala is a demon underneath of it, and that's the whole t-shirt. It's just that picture of her cropped out of just her and the wings in the center of the shirt, and then Nuala is a demon in subscript under the picture of this thing. Or a goofy sketch of her that just said Nuala's a demon. I would buy that shirt.
I want the shittiest sketch that we can get of her.
Of her.
So it makes no sense to anyone but you and I want it.
I love clothes that just are so random.
Stupid. They're
so dumb.
Only one person's gonna understand it. That's one of my favorite fucking things. But when you find someone that knows what it is, it's like, shit!
And if we had another one that's just a picture of Bartholomew that says all hail Wahel, that's perfect. It's perfect. We have our own brand of Wilson's Wildlife Solutions brand merch.
It's just our dumb shenanigans.
Or a doodle of Bakugo that just says sweet dreams. That's amazing.
Jason,
yes.
Jason,
yeah,
full fucking circle. Chuck, this fucking guy.
Oh my god. Okay, we need to. Okay, so where is my notebook? Cause I am. Oh man, I am writing this the fuck down. Hold on. Hold on, I'm dropping chocolate bars all over myself because I'm a madman. Anywho. This fucking guy. Okay, so
Oh
God,
my fucking god!
I honestly, I would buy and wear these shirts like unironically.
So fast.
Like
I would so fast.
Oh man. So Bartholomew would just. Oh my god.
I'm fucking cry.
That's so good. Although I personally think that having like a pastel pink shirt with Nuala on it, that's just Nuala's a
Honestly,
demon.
it'd be so good. It'd be so good.
Oh my god. Okay, Nuala's a demon, and then what was a Chuck? This
Chuck.
fucking guy.
And then it was Bartholomew.
Yeah, Bartholomew, all hail Wahel, Nuala's a demon, and this fucking guy. I can't believe we're starting a fashion line right fucking now.
We're right now live
Right
in
now.
person.
Right now, we're doing it.
Live in a goddamn person.
God, that's so good.
The thing is, if we do this, what we need to do is it has to be one of those like volunteer shirts. So there has to be the Wilson's Wildlife Services on like the back.
Honestly, I was thinking that too. I won't lie. The other day I went on Google and I was looking up to see if there were actual Wilson's Wildlife shirts because I was gonna buy them for us because I was like, we need to have Wilson's volunteer shirts because how cool would that be?
That'd be so good.
That'd be so cool.
We could also make those. We could have like a front pocket with like the Wilson symbol, and on the back, just across the back, just Wilson's Wildlife Services.
You know how like
and then the subtext would be "Where all critters are welcome." We can do this.
We can.
We can do this.
We can do that, and I think we also need to have like a patch on like the sleeve that has like a little paw on it or something.
Has to say like in the patch, like not in the patch, but on the front pocket, it has to say like staff underneath it.
Yeah. We gotta have like a staff name badge.
We gotta do it now.
Oh, we gotta do it.
We gotta do it now.
We gotta do it now. Hold on, this is also going on the list. Hold on. Man, okay.
It's so stupid. It's so fucking stupid, but I love it.
It's really good. And what I'm gonna at some point, I think what we need to do is we need to have like a specialty. I mean, I'm just going off at this point, but we need to have a specialty. We need to have a specialty overlay, and when we stream, it's just our cameras and us in the fucking Wilson shirts.
Do it, Jason. We gotta do it.
Oh my god, this has to happen. This has to happen. What is this? What are you saying? I love your guys' energy. I haven't been here for enough of these, but this is us every Tuesday. Every Tuesday we do this.
This is us. Not even every Tuesday. This is just us.
Every
always.
time we
this is
speak,
just our friendship.
Every time you put us in a call together, this is what happens.
Bullshit. You're just bullshit.
God,
I am sending you the
no.
Wilson's Wildlife logo. I have it. I saved it. There you go. Merry Christmas.
Oh, thank you.
You have it in your chat now.
Thank you. I was also thinking like the other day because I was telling my mom about it and she was like, "Oh, like that sounds fun. Like, have you who writes these things?" And I was like, a lot of different people. So I'm like, what if we message the person who wrote the original Wilson story? We're like, hey, can we do this? Is this okay to do?
We've read a lot of your shit, and we would love to make some merch.
Yeah, we would love people to wear like Wilson's Wildlife staff shirts, please. And then, like, I'm sitting there and, like, if we had these shirts on, I'm like, God damn it, we'd probably, like, we're just out here making, like, stupid Wilson's staff OCs and some shit. It's like, we now work at Wilson's. Please.
The Wahel thing didn't happen on stream.
Oh, no.
That is something between Jason and I. That happened so long ago.
That happened at like 3 a.m. scrolling. Well, for me, 3 a.m. scrolling through Twitter.
Yeah, if you go on my Twitter, it's just
Is it
themed
still
after
there?
Is
it still Wahel?
I haven't changed it.
Oh my god.
I haven't been on Twitter enough to care, and it makes me laugh.
God, Wahel is so good. And then then we said that we were gonna make a homebrew D&D like deity that was Wahel, and like I like legit made like a symbol for the Church of Wahel. Hi, Demon Fae? No, it's just Nuala.
No, not quite.
It's Nuala. Nuala is a demon.
That just Demon Fae? No, it's just Nuala. That's it.
No, it's just Nuala. It's just an armadillo. Don't worry about it. Oh my god.
Reading this. We haven't even finished reading
We haven't
this.
even. What? What are
God
you?
damn it.
Alice, what are you talking about?
Armadillos typically have leprosy on their skin.
Oh no! I didn't know that because, like, out of context, it just said, "Aw, leprosy, baby."
Yeah, they typically have leprosy.
No.
They typically carry it.
Oh,
That's
no.
why, like, they don't. That's why a lot of times they recommend not picking up armadillos, because you can get really sick.
God. So, I mean, in that case, Nuala is a demon.
In that one situation.
In that one situation, Nuala's a demon. Well, I mean, we don't know what she does yet.
We don't know. We haven't finished it yet.
We haven't finished it because we got sidetracked with making T-shirts. I'm sorry.
My fuck up, because I fucked up and misread it.
Nuala is a demon. I'm gonna go back and clip that. So I'm just gonna. Nuala is a demon.
It makes me so sad that you're the only person that's on camera on your stream.
I know. Next week, I'll get it together.
Okay, you'll get it together.
I'll get my shit together by next week.
One of these days.
Yeah,
Do we want
at
to
some
finish
point.
reading this? Do we
Yeah,
want
let's
to finish
finish
reading?
it. She is a diva, I guess.
Past that, I'm literally at the next
Where
paragraph.
are you? Are you really? Sorry, because
Yeah,
we
I
were
was at the
laughing.
next
Oh yeah,
paragraph.
because we were.
Yeah,
Yep, that's.
because I was
you're
laughing
right.
through the. Okay, I'll read that sentence again because I was laughing through it.
God damn it.
Professional. Okay. Nuala is. Stop it. Nuala is a diva who's decided to take her species name literally and has become the trendsetter of the sanctuary with her stylish looks and spirit. She's a very interesting girl, not to mention her intriguing display of abilities. Nuala might be young, but she's already mastered her own type of magic. In all my years, I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. She loves making plants grow around her and conjuring up her favorite treats. We aren't sure what else she's capable of, but if you catch a glimpse of Nuala outside her burrow, see if you can find anything new or peculiar in her enclosure. Wait, I love her.
She's really cute.
She just makes plants? She just grows plants? Is that
I
it?
guess so.
Okay, Nuala's history. Excuse me. I'm burpy, sorry. We found Nuala in the sandy plains of central Argentina, where most of her more normal siblings live. Meeting up with some zoologists around the area, our team was told about a peculiar influx of pink fairy armadillo field sightings. As the species resides underground and is mostly nocturnal, this was something we decided to look into. God, sorry, excuse me. The species is already hard to observe, but what made it more frustrating is that they'd always shown up whenever the cameras weren't set up properly. Whether it was taking a break, moving the cameras, or simply turning our heads, we'd always catch glimpses of one burrowing just when it was too late. And then soon after, one of the interns noticed something. Deep in the burrows of the armadillos, there seemed to be little doors. You couldn't see them unless you got really close. So like any enthusiastic animal lover would mindlessly do, I stuck my head in. That's so dangerous. Why would you do that?
You're gonna get your head ripped off.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that? My coworkers have regarded me as airheaded before, but at least it gets me somewhere. That's fucking rude. Fuck!
Wow.
Damn!
Your coworkers are assholes.
They're fucking assholes! Faye, what the fuck? So there I went, poking my head around the burrow, when the door opened. I jumped back, bumping my head on the roof as I came out, and there stood an angry Nuala, obviously enraged at the invasion of privacy. The team and I were stunned. Nuala had wings! We snapped pictures of her like paparazzi, then left her with some privacy. Pink fairy armadillos are known to quickly die in captivity, so we didn't risk capturing her. We simply fenced off the area and left for the evening, ready to study first thing in the morning. Imagine our shock when Nuala was stubbornly sitting in our truck's driver's seat. She wouldn't leave, so she's just like, no, I'm leaving. Coming with you. She wouldn't leave, so I put her on my lap and she simply stayed with us the rest of the journey. Maybe she realized the care she'd get in our sanctuary. Nuala now struts her stuff in enclosure 333. Special
That's
needs
cute.
and accommodations. I love her. She's like, no, I'm tired of this fucking life. I want better for myself and I'm gonna take it.
She knows what she wants.
I'm gonna get it. She's a fairy armadillo on a mission.
Mm-hmm.
Nuala is a lot. Typically, she's fiery and loves to be pampered. She's also very interesting, as in she follows the mini rules, I'll bet in a primitive armadillo fashion, of the well-known fairies and faefolk. Nuala likes to keep things simple and will eat things found in her natural environment. But she doesn't mind a good cup of milk and honey tea as a treat. That makes more sense now.
Mm-hmm.
Nuala shouldn't be handled often, and all jewelry and iron must be kept away from her enclosure. It is also highly advised not to agree to any deals Nuala may have offered to you. And the first reason being we do not speak armadillo. And the second being you could end up transformed into something non-human. Nuala gives what she gets, so being polite is encouraged. Yeah, like every fae. Just don't be an asshole.
Yeah,
like, it's fair. Notes about Nuala. Nuala has been enjoying her time in the sanctuary. It seems she prefers solitude, but something tells me she isn't one of a kind. We've gotten reports of more winged pink fairy armadillos around the same area, and in nearby towns too. I was told that in some homes, parents have woken up to find their children replaced with pink fairy armadillos.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Fuck. Fuck. It's unclear how or why, but my team and I are taking this very seriously. Nuala doesn't care about the situation, but when one of our employees came in pregnant, she did seem to take extra notice. Either way, while we handle the missing children problem, Nuala will be busy burrowing, napping, and all the other things a pink fairy armadillo does in our sanctuary.
That doesn't sound great.
That is some fae shit, Hollis, you're right!
She's gonna Rumpelstiltskin this lady.
I also love... It is also highly advised to not agree to any deals Nuala may have offered to you. The first reason being we do not speak armadillo.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like there's a lot of other first reasons rather than that. I feel like that's kind of understood.
Yeah, I hate... All right.
I feel like there's other reasons to not do it, not just because
they're just not gonna talk about it. They're not gonna talk about it.
What the fuck?
Oh god. I love her though.
I do. I really love Nuala. I really love her so much.
Nuala's so good.
Nuala is a demon.
Nuala is a demon.
Why did my brain, Jason, my brain immediately did like the National Geographic, like, Nuala is a demon. In her natural habitat.
Is a demon.
But also Otis. Otis is so good,
also,
right?
hover over the picture. Otis asserting dominance over cameraman. Olivia, did you really just change the title to Hi, I'm Nuala? That's really good. Hi, I'm Nuala. Also, also Otis.
Otis is so good.
Otis asserting dominance over cameraman. Name, Otis. Like his favorite food. Species, domesticated merino sheep. Primary caretaker, terrestrial team, cane wanamaker. Diet, oats as a treat. So
as not a treat. What does he eat as not a treat?
What does he eat as... Yeah, I'm confused. What does he eat as not a treat?
I feel like we're gonna get the answer.
I feel like he's a murderer. I feel like he eats people.
He is asserting dominance over the cameraman.
He's asserting dominance.
Wait, maybe he just likes eating other things named Otis.
Oh god. Otis. Oh, like, oh, maybe.
Also, I have mine zoomed out a little less so the white box that's happening on yours isn't happening on mine.
Mm-hmm.
And there is There is in the creature features something that we can click and open a new page to.
Okay,
So
well, we'll
let's keep going.
okay.
There's a thing.
How's it Wilson's Wildlife Center Enclosure 5? Oh, they. Um, they. Otis is our name for our shy merino sheep we found down by Salem underneath a shut-down spa-type place. Looked like it hadn't been open in ages. Now, I don't really know why they were all sleeping, and they...
Is the Honorary Hub.
Really?
The Honorary Collective, yeah.
Are you kidding me? No way!
I opened it. I had it prepped. And they're tagged in it. This is for JamCon 2019 as well.
Holy shit. So, for people who haven't been here before, the One Iroi...
Yeah, last week we went into this.
Yeah, the One Iroi is like a group that kind of focuses on metaphysical space and like dreamlands and like collective unconscious.
Hold on. I'm so sorry. I scrolled down on the hub.
Uh-huh.
List of where they exist includes all of them. To be less general, here's a list of where some are. In the cold spots of the world that only the hardy can survive in, they are known to have many occurrences of dreams containing sunshine kisses in their margaritas. King Louis, I think 14th?
Yeah.
France?
Wait, they exist in his mind?
Wait, when you click into King Louis of France, it opens up a Wikipedia article of Maria Theresa of Spain. What?
Huh?
Oh, she was married to King Louis.
Oh, she was married to him.
But it says of France both before and after he lost his virginity. Is Maria Theresa the... Anyways, every Barstool.
Okay.
Rick DiPietro's broken dreams and the shattered hopes of the entire New York Islanders hockey club fan base. Scott Wilkins and all of the people of Scotland, from the Highlands to all of your diaspora in the lower hairs, we have you, Scotland. You are ours. Wait, they're also found in the first mention. They're found in classical Greek mythology in the Wanderer's Library. Wait, we've seen stuff about the Wanderer's Library. This is the second time. Also,
we have.
My mom is calling me, so I'm gonna answer that really fast.
Cool. I'll keep reading. Let's see. They were nominated for the 121st annual GCCX award given for absolute fucking pointlessness. What is this? Oh, I guess it's a research assistant file where they were like, God damn it. Occupation: does all the bitch work assistant researcher bitch worker researcher. Deceased? What? Hold on a minute. There's a lot of weird things going on here. Oh, hi, Jared. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, so in general, One Iroi just do a lot of stuff with like collective unconscious and weird things. It's very strange. They like eat and record dreams. So one of the things, or a few of the things that have been connected to the One Iroi is Bartholomew, which we read last week, who is a whale like that. I think it was a beluga whale. That basically the whole thing was that it would eat words, like spoken words in stories, and it also recited mentally to the people that were there, kind of watching over it, a verse from the Bible, which was very strange. Hello! We are digging into Wilson's today, so we're going a little ham right now. So basically, Bartholomew with the dream thing.
I have returned.
Hello. Bakugo no had the dream thing, because I was talking about the connection to Wilson's. That
yes,
the One Iroi
there's a
has.
lot of connections.
Yeah, because I think so far it's Bakugo, Bartholomew, and now Otis.
Yeah, I think so.
So it's those three.
I'll double check in the tag really fast. I think that's all.
They have stuff at the bottom that's tagged.
Yeah, Critter Profile, Bakugo, Bartholomew, and Otis. It looks like that's the only ones. Yeah,
That's
as far as I can tell, that's the only ones. When I actually went to the tag for on Otis, I just scrolled down and went to
yeah.
the tag.
So
Um,
okay, so no, I don't really know why they were all sleeping. Talking about Oneiroi, I guess, but it must have been some newfangled sleep therapy or something. Oh, okay, so they were put to sleep. The sheep.
they were put to sleep, is what it is.
Yeah, they were asleep. He doesn't really take too kindly to most people, unless you have shears or a handful of oats. Otis ain't no ordinary buck if you couldn't already tell by his giant coat. Oh, tell that by his giant coat. If Otis is scared by something, which happens a lot, everything around him will fall asleep, quick as a match.
Oh.
Our resident biologist figured that it must be a defense mechanism of some kind on account of the difficulty a sleeping wolf has eating you. And, like the old saying, when you fall asleep, you'll be counting Otis in your dreams. Okay. This magnificent ram also has one other special feature. His fleece always grows. No matter how fast we shear him, he grows it back in a week or two, fluffier in a cloud. It doesn't seem to bother him much, the heat and weather and everything, but when it rains we practically have to carry him into shelter. His coat weighs so much, and this fur is fantastic for an insomniac, that's for sure. If you stuff this in your pillow, you will almost fall asleep instantly. It's great for my neck. I know that for certain. When we shear him, he can't make people fall asleep when he's scared, so we figured it's a win-win for both of us. He gets to enjoy playing with the other plant eaters in our enclosure, and we don't have to worry about narcoleptic animals. If you want to pet Otis, just make sure you don't spook him, because he'll be in a coma out for around a half hour with your face in a dung pile. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Which enclosure was that employee in when they said Bakugo put them to sleep?
Let me see. I can pull it up here for me too. Bakugo. Bakugo was in enclosure 12.
Yeah, there was part of like the later story where they said that somebody was in an enclosure like off down the way.
Notes about Bakugo.
Oh, it was Maya. It was Maya's enclosure.
It was Maya's enclosure.
Okay.
And Maya was in, I can find out, she was in enclosure 8.
Okay, so where is he? 5. He's in 5.
He's in 5.
And then Bakugo is in where?
In 12.
12, okay.
I believe. Let me double check because I clicked away from it to go into Maya's. Yes, 12.
Cool.
Why do they have all of the animals that close to each other?
Yeah, I really don't know. Well, actually, here's the thing. We don't know how far apart the enclosures are. Are they separate buildings? Are they...
True. That's true. That's true.
I always assumed that they were, like, separate buildings. Because
Maybe.
Because they were talking about how that when they built the separate room for the sleepovers for the kids, it was like there was a glass wall so they could watch in and then sleep next to it. So I'm thinking it's kind of set up like a zoo.
Maybe.
Depending on what they need. Oh, good lord, this sheep.
Yeah.
Otis in the rain.
He needs to be sheared.
Waiting to be sheared. He can't see, good lord. We already mentioned it. We found Otis due to an anonymous tip nearly collapsed from exhaustion, and only an IV drip and some moldy straw to make him comfortable. His fleece was matted and dirty, and we couldn't get within 10 feet of him without falling over. Poor thing looked like he was starving underneath the coat, though he seemed to have fun, and he seemed to have fun and get peppier the more we made us count sheep. We tried waking up the people in the spa and asked them why they had put Otis, or why they had Otis, but they were too deep in their siesta to answer, and their growing smell put us off a bit. Before we could move Otis,
Jesus Christ,
we had to shear him because he was too rotund to even fit through the door. When he saw us coming at him with giant metal scissors, well, suffice to say he got a little bit scared. We started tossing oats into his enclosure, and he seemed so surprised by non-moldy food that he didn't mind we started cutting away the carpet that is his coat. In fact, once we started shearing him, he calmed right down and started enjoying himself. It took almost an hour to shear Otis, and we were left with 90 pounds of fluff. Now, we were considering making a mattress out of these, but then one of our volunteers decided to rest in the fleece and instantly fell asleep. We originally thought Otis was spooked again, but he looked like he was energized, prancing and frolicking around, as happy as he could be, so we figured his fleece was something to do with it. After we woke up the volunteer, yes, Kane, I know it was you, we took as much fleece as we can, loaded Otis up in the kennel, and moseyed back over to our building and set Otis loose in Enclosure 5. Why is Enclosure 5 highlighted?
As it is attached to a critter. If you keep reading that, which was recently vacated, we still miss you, Ringo. Ringo is a critter profile.
Okay, well, we're gonna get to Ringo eventually.
Yeah, we can read Ringo after this because it's 2 down from Otis.
Okay.
On the list.
Which was recently vacated. We miss you, Ringo. Otis seems to enjoy having space to move around it, but gets frightened by the littlest of things, which is really taxing on the neighboring occupants. Otis is a bit skittish, especially with strangers. So if you're new and want to bond with our resident living cloud, just toss some oats around you and Otis will come charging out of the brush to say hi. Just make sure not to make any sudden moves. He's so cute. He's so cute. Otis needs to be shaved once every 2 weeks, just so his fleece doesn't get in the way of his playtime too much. That goofy ram loves shearing time so much that he runs right over to whoever's entering his enclosure with scissors. Once he's sheared, we usually lead him to a large pen where we let our other plant-eating beauties roam and socialize for around an hour. Of course, once he's sheared, he can't make anyone comatose for around a week, so we bring him around once a day until his coat reaches critical mass and just wash, rinse, repeat. If Otis is ever frightened, and can't be calmed down, which happens often, you can just give him some oats, and he will be as calm as a creek and wander over to check out the goods. Just make sure not to spook him again, or you'll be out like a light. Otis is on dietary restrictions, which seems strange, since we've never seen him eat anything other than the occasional treat. He seems to be getting plumper by the day, which has left us scratching our heads. I swear Kane is feeding him something when they nap together. So notes about Otis. So after a couple months of our routine, we had hundreds of pounds of magical fleece on our hands, and nothing to do with it. Now, Kane had been hanging out with Otis for a while, and would take naps by laying his head on Otis's body while Otis just relaxes. So Kane says, why not make pillows out of these and sell them? Now, this seemed like a great idea, but first we had to run it past the supervisors. According to them, the proposal is pending, and Otis has to be studied as potential oneirovore? Yeah, because it's... okay, cool. But we're allowed to give the pillows to full-time staff, so positive for us. But some of the staff that use the pillows for a while complain about gnashing teeth and the smell of moldy hay, so long-term usage of the pillows is not recommended.
So I think that Otis might have been one of the first ones they brought in.
Of the
like dream eating.
Of the dream eating kind?
Yeah, because it doesn't seem like they know. It doesn't seem like they know that that's what he's eating. Because like the whole thing of like, I'm pretty sure Kane is feeding him something. Yeah, his dreams.
Yeah, his dreams. That's what he's eating. Okay, so that would make sense that Otis came in first.
Yeah.
And then...
because they don't seem to know.
I guess it was Bakugo then, because
no,
then they had
Bakugo because Bakugo is like connected and we know about him with Bartholomew.
Yeah, and by that point they know what the organization is when they see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
On Bartholomew. Okay.
Yes.
So that makes sense. So then I guess...
so when I go to Ringo?
Yeah.
What the fuck happened to Ringo?
I'm very afraid.
What was Ringo?
I don't know.
There is a notice, first and foremost. So, this is an important notice regarding the critter profile of Ringo. Excuse me.
Bless you.
I like swallowed really weirdly and it didn't work. If you're accessing this file to read about Ringo, well, I wouldn't blame you. We were all sad to see him gone. Wow, I forgot how to read. But in the end, it was for the best. Needless to say, this critter profile is currently defunct. Laura suggested that we delete this file, but I decided that it was better to keep it as a reference. This is history for us, after all. We all hold Ringo very dear to our hearts. This profile is for reference only. Ringo's predicament was unfortunate, but the best thing we can do is to remember the impact he left on our small wildlife center. Sincerely, Tim Wilson. Now, before we click it, it is tagged with Chaos Insurgency.
Oh, no.
Just to say.
Okay.
He was a kangaroo. His name was Ringo. The primary caretaker was the terrestrial team, specifically Michael Hinson. Diet is grass, shrubs, etc. One of Ringo's favorite treats is apple slices. Give them to him with a little bit of honey. He was housed in the terrestrial district in Enclosure 5, but he is currently residing with the supervisors. So he's not dead.
He's not dead. He's just not here.
He's with the supervisors, which means he's with the SCP Foundation.
Which means that something went from normalcy to needs to be under...
Weren't maintaining normalcy.
Yeah. Okay. So there's something about Ringo that made him either dangerous to... Well, if it's in... Like, if Ringo is in the hands of the SCP Foundation, chances are there's some kind of cataclysmic something that Ringo has access to or can do.
All right, let's find out.
Interesting enough. Let's go.
So, creature features. Ringo is a name for an eastern gray kangaroo that was found in the...
Utica,
I guess? Yeah. Grocery market. We don't know how or where he came from, considering his natural habitat is some way from Oregon. When we first heard of this guy's hopping all through Utica, the supervisors were really concerned about the strange abilities he has. That being said, Ringo's species originates from Australia. We have no clue how a fellow like him managed to get here in Clackamas County. We talked about it with one of the supervisors. Apparently they were giving Ringo quite the chase until he reached Utica. Oh, shit. Okay. Ringo is certainly one of the more unique fauna we've encountered over the years. His jump packs quite the punch. It doesn't always happen, but whenever Ringo feels threatened, his jumps will shake up the surrounding area like an earthquake. This can spell trouble for our terrestrial team. He can really cause disaster to strike if he isn't treated carefully. The supervisors were a bit squeamish about letting us be the caretakers of Ringo, but I would say that we're handling him excellently. Apparently not excellently enough.
Apparently not
History.
Great.
This is the road near Utica Grocery Market when Ringo was first discovered.
Good God.
Okay. We were first called up about Ringo when all sorts of trouble was happening down in Utica. Ringo was apparently so scared that he caused a magnitude 7 earthquake. You could have walked down certain areas of Utica and you would have thought a twister had come through. Old Ringo is found in a produce storage of Utica Grocery Market with his head in a bag full of veggies. Poor fellow must have been starving. He wasn't too happy when we came to help him, but he became mellowed out after Michael fed him some apple slices dipped in honey. Ringo was real skeptical about coming with us at first, but he really did seem to imprint on Michael. Gosh, it really was a heartwarming scene when Ringo was following Michael around. It's surprising just how far a tasty snack can go. Ringo was first brought into our wildlife center. When Ringo was first brought into our wildlife center, we discovered he had plenty of cuts and bruises all over his body. I have a feeling that his previous caretakers weren't treating him all that well. We asked May about why he was so beaten up. Apparently, the original owners of Ringo were planning on using him for no good somewhere near Utica. May didn't go too deep into details, but I think they were called Chaos something. And it was the Chaos Insurgency. That Chaos something is the Chaos Insurgency hub.
Cool.
Yeah. I clicked open to have it ready. Anywho, whatever they were named, I never have to meet them. Gosh, the nerve of some people to abuse innocent critters. It really gets my blood boiling when people treat critters so poorly. I don't think I can bear thinking about what they did to Ringo. Special needs and accommodations. Ringo seems to be a bit untrusting of people. Our medical team diagnosed Ringo with a form of PTSD. He'll start shaking up the area when someone he doesn't know comes up to him. Ringo really only seems to be entirely calm when he's around Michael. And I'll tell you what, Ringo gets really happy whenever he gets to spend time with Michael. It certainly is a heartwarming scene to watch those two get along so well. It really makes all of us at the Wildlife Center happy to see Ringo is learning how to trust humans again. Edit. While we did have Ringo settled in the terrestrial district, we've gone ahead and reinstituted him at Enclosure 5 due to a recent incident. This might just be a temporary solution. We just need Ringo to be separated while we rehabilitate him so he doesn't cause any major damage to our nice wildlife districts. Notes about Ringo. Also, I know that the person that wrote this probably has a southern accent, and I could read it in that, but if I do that, it will get stuck.
And you won't be able to come out of it. It's
I
okay.
refuse.
I completely
won't be able to
understand.
come out of it. I cannot do that. I cannot. We wanted to try and introduce Ringo to some of his own kind, so we decided to keep him in the terrestrial district to give the old man a chance to make a friend or two. Edit 1. Ringo was a bit coy at first, but he made a new friend. It's the only other kangaroo we have around here, but the two are really hitting it off. We decided to call this other kangaroo Buddy for him being such a good pal to Ringo. Did we ever read something called Buddy? No, we did not. That is not a creature profile. I was making sure. You never know.
Yeah, you never know with these things.
Yeah, no. Edit 2. Ringo had a bit of an accident today. Ringo was fighting with Buddy over some apple slices, and Ringo got so mad that he started shaking up the whole area. The critters managed to run in and about the terrestrial district, so that really caused some trouble for our terrestrial team. We've decided that it was for the best that we keep Ringo away from some of the other animals, at least for a little bit. It may seem a tad harsh for us to keep him away from the other animals, especially when he was just starting to make some friends, but we just can't have him shaking up the area like that, especially if it could possibly hurt some of the other critters. Edit 3. Well, it seems that Ringo had a bit of an emotional outburst today. At least that's how Michael put it. Earlier today, Michael and Laura went out to pay Ringo a visit. Laura told me that she accidentally stepped on Ringo's tail and the old Roo went cuckoo. No, that's not what that says. Oh well, I don't care. He started jumping all over Enclosure 5. And by gosh, that earthquake that Ringo caused just about ruined Enclosure 5. We contacted the supervisors about the incident, and they told us that they would cover the cost for repairs, but they said that they were sending someone over to discuss Ringo's stability. I'm a bit concerned that we may not be able to support Ringo here at the Wildlife Center. Edit 4. After about a month of discussion, the supervisors have decided that they are going to be the ones taking care of Ringo from here on out. All in all, we decided it was for the best that Ringo is somewhere that the supervisors could monitor him and control his abilities. Ringo is just too high maintenance to keep here. All of us at the Wildlife Center were present to give Ringo a proper send-off. Michael, in particular, was really beat up over it. Poor guy. I wish I could do something to cheer him up, but at least he knows Ringo is in good hands.
Okay, so Ringo's not dead. That's good.
No. Yeah. He's part of the Chaos Insurgency, which is a problem.
Was, thank God, but...
Was, yeah.
Yeah, I think they just, took him back to keep him someplace where he won't get out and the Chaos Insurgency can't get him.
Yeah.
Which is, for the best.
Yeah.
Okay. It is almost 11 o'clock, though, so...
Okay.
Do we want to do the one in between? Po-2?
How long is that? Po-2?
Very long.
I'm fine.
Very long.
It is only 8 o'clock for me.
Yeah, it's very long, so we're probably gonna.
Wow, yeah, that's
it's
very long.
30 billion years long, I guess. So we'll do that next week. But we're almost at the end. There's also the critter profile.
It's also tabbed with a whole different hub as well.
Oh God! So we'll have to do that.
It's for
you have a present.
2020, and it's.
What do you mean?
Dadu.
Cecil, what does that mean? What does that mean?
Where are you sending it? Where you better
Discord.
Send it to me too.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
What did you do?
I'm afraid.
Cecil, what did you do?
Cecil, I'm afraid.
Cecil. Did you draw one of the shirts? Did you create one of the shirts?
Please tell me. What is it? Where are you sending it?
I need to know. You putting it in like a server, or are you putting it in like private messages?
Where is it?
If it's private messages, I would also like it. Please.
Whatever this is, I'm afraid.
I'm not. I'm so excited.
I mean, I'm excited, but also like. Oh, you're putting it in
night.
movie night.
Right, I forgot you're part of that. We haven't watched a movie in a while.
We need to watch a movie.
Movie night.
Movie night.
I still love that we just kept shitting on you because you.
Yeah, because I came in. I'm like movie night. Oh my God!
No, I love that.
Well, Cecil, that is the greatest fucking thing. Oh my God!
That's so good.
Oh my God! Hold on. I need to open this up so I can show it off because it's so good.
Cecil, it's so good.
Cecil, that's so good. Hold on.
Cecil, I love it.
Oh my God.
Oh
my God.
After it was sad. Thank you,
God.
Cecil. Thank you so much.
So
it's
good.
Incredible.
That is so. Look at New Wallace a demon. That is so cute.
Oh my god, I love it.
Oh,
Holy shit, that's so good.
That's so good. Look at the little wings.
I love the wings and the
Oh
little
my
tail.
God,
Just
that is-
hello.
Little flippy hands. Just the little hands. Oh my God,
They're
that's
so
cute.
good. The little Pete's.
Little armadillo Pete.
Diesel.
That's so good.
That is such a brilliant way to end the stream. Thank you.
Honestly, Nuala's a demon. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Nuala's a demon. Oh my
That's
God.
so good, Diesel.
That's so good. I love it so much.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for the hydrate, Diesel.
I don't have
appreciate
anything
it.
to drink. I do. Oh my God, Nuala's a demon. That's so good.
I'm gonna cry. That's incredible.
So cute. So I guess it's 11 p.m., which means we have to wrap it up. I have no idea what we're doing on stream on Friday. I haven't figured it out yet, but I'll figure something out. And then next week on Monday, we're doing the Arc 1 Welcome to Nexus Q&A.
Yeah.
So make sure you have your questions ready. They can go in the Rebukers Discord, which I don't have a link to it, but if you're in it and you're here, you can post it there. Or
a lot of the people that are in the chat right now are also in the server, so
yeah, so that's true. Or I guess you can tag Welcome to Nexus on.
Yeah, you can tag it on
Twitter.
Twitter and Instagram. We'll see it.
So it looks like that.
We constantly stalk the tag, like
Yeah, we're
always.
always looking at it, so we'll see it.
And
then
we're
we'll, like,
always
take
in the
note.
Discord.
Yeah.
We're always in the Discord. Like, so good.
Any questions you have, put it everywhere, and we will answer them.
We'll see them eventually.
Yeah, we'll see them, and we'll answer them Monday night.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much all I've got in terms of updates for things. Also, let me do the
newest Jar of Rebuke comes out on the 15th. So that's fine.
Yeah, that's true. That is coming out.
It is our last interlude, and then season 2 starts on June 7th, and we're bringing in a bunch of new voices, whole new storylines, get to see more characters that we know, get to meet some new characters that are cool. So definitely make sure to listen.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Wink, wink, wonk, wonk.
Wink, wink, wonk, wonk. Wink, wink, wonk, wonk. Just so you know.
Winkety wonkers.
Winkety wonkers? What?
Fucking know, Jason.
I don't know either.
Do I look like I know?
No. No, you don't.
Out of all the time that you've known me, do I
Never.
know
Never.
anything that I do?
No,
I
you
sometimes
never.
have the wrinkles, but it's just you and I don't have neither of us have wrinkles.
No, we cancel out each other's
Brain
wrinkles.
smooth.
We cancel out. We cancel out each other's wrinkles.
really
That's what
do.
happens. So that's pretty much all of the updates I have for things. I don't have anything else. So it's 11:04 p.m. I'm gonna be the dad here. Don't make any deals with Nuala, because first of all, you don't speak Armadillo.
Armadillo. That's the worst part. That's the worst part. That's the main reason. You don't speak the language.
Yeah, you don't speak Armadillo,
Don't
so don't even
disrespect
try.
Nuala.
So don't even try
Don't
to make deals
disrespect
with.
Nuala.
Don't accept any deals with Nuala because you don't speak Armadillo. Okay. You
God.
just don't. Sorry. Also, what is this? When I played them, Nexus may have made me cry, but Lotus House absolutely made me cry multiple
God,
times.
I'm so nervous. Also, yeah, so our Q&A is going to be next Monday. And then about 2 weeks after that, I believe, in June, we're gonna start Arc 2, and it's going to be, as we found out last night, Lotus House.
Lotus House.
Which is based off of the Greek mythology story, with Odysseus's men getting trapped and basically having their dreams eaten by Lotus Dream Eaters. So that's fun. It's gonna be a rescue mission.
It's gonna be
I'm so
great.
nervous.
Trauma. We love to see it. No, but I'm really excited. It sounds like a fantastic story. Nessa's doing a great job kind of helping to build
also,
stuff.
Nessa's going to be co-DMing with Casper during that, so we're gonna have two great, fantastic, creative people leading the story for us. So very exciting.
And we're gonna have a great time playing with it and
Yes.
throwing trauma
Yes.
back, which is awesome.
Just throwing it right back.
Just throwing it right back. Reverse Uno card.
Also, I am slowly and surely catching up with Next List. All of them should be up after this week, before the Q&A, hopefully, if my computer allows it. But if you haven't, the one shot is still available on Casper Stream. You can go and watch it. It's pretty fun. It's really sweet. Magna might have been sent on a mission by a random person to pick up something that a stranger should have asked another stranger to pick up.
I've been thinking about how weird that was all day.
That was so fucking weird.
That was so goddamn weird. That was so.
It's one of the weirder things that's happened.
Yeah, and I don't think Nessa could even explain it to me. I was just like, what is this? And she's like,
Fuck.
I don't know.
What the fuck, Nessa?
Yeah, come on. What?
I don't know.
I don't know. But it's really funny, and you should all go check it out.
Yes.
I think that's all we've got.
That is, as far as I know, that is everything I have. Don't make deals with Nuala. Just don't.
Because you don't speak Armadillo. I'm gonna check real quick and see if I see anybody who's streaming tonight that we know that we can.
I know one of Casper's Fringe Gender Meowster is currently streaming. I know that much.
A friend of mine
someone
is playing
that Casper's
Hades.
rated. Oh, hell yeah.
Do that. It's my friend Jess.
Your friend. Friend.
Oh, my fingies aren't working. There we go. My fingies stopped working.
My fingies.
My fingies aren't working. Okay.
My fingies.
Well, we're gonna go hang out with Jess. Everybody have a good night. Love yourself because I do. And peace out, everybody. Good night.